I don't know if it was like when I was gone or something.
They're just like, damn, we going in hot today.
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Hey, yo. Landry's McRoll mad?
What? It said you're
I
on Marvel
cast
Rival.
an ancient curse upon you.
Grinding that invisible woman to Lord again. No, I mean like that's what your thing still says. Oh, okay. I mean, I will say Marvel Rivals is a lot more friendly about switching characters, which is awesome. Absolutely. Yeah. There's even been a couple times where I switch to like when it's a capture point, and I'll have my ultimate, and it's just like, well, this character's gonna be useless, so I'm at least gonna have 50% when I switch.
No.
That is a much better description. Well, someone was asking what your character was. So I responded with Drow, Drake Warden Ranger, and Zara responded with Big Titty Goth Elf.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Zara's not wrong.
I mean, I could be.
But you're not.
Well, I don't know if she's. I don't think she's actually.
I think she really
goth.
counts as goth. Yeah. Edgelord, maybe.
Nudie. Very tsundere.
I don't know. They have not shown anyone yet. So are you convinced that Lachana is a female now? That's probably for the best.
I mean, you were there when I got full frontal.
You're also a master of of magic. Who knows if you?
I am
Or
the master of magic with an intelligence of 10.
Maybe you have polymorph active.
I riz the python away.
You're the Rizzler. Okay.
I cost polymorph. Transform me into myself, gender bent.
That's right.
See, the true polymorph is Zar is actually my third leg.
Not
Just
again.
detached.
Wait, Zara has his own third leg.
Exactly.
Or does he?
You cannot grasp the true form of my girth.
I don't want to.
Okay, let me talk to chat.
No,
Run
you don't
chat.
get to.
I think I'm going to. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Oh, apparently I don't have the actual chat box open because we're just getting started and I was a little bit slow. And by a little bit slow, I mean like I was challenged. Okay,
He was
so we're...
challenged by terrible people in Marvel Run.
No, I was challenged by my own inadequacies. Mm-hmm. Where's Aurelia? Why is she not here? Okay. Anyways, we are continuing D&D after how long has it been? A month?
3 years.
It's
87
been
years.
87 years. Yeah, that long. Oh, there she is. She's just hiding. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be continuing on. Bob, it's all yours. You didn't start us off on the customary screen, Bob.
Ah, you're right.
I feel alienated and inundated with Lachan faces. Oh no,
Look.
please don't start up the Conan server. What the heck?
The glorious old art.
Why did you get rid of it, Bob? That was our
Because
artwork.
it's customary that we do a new one every session.
Listen.
While I do the intro.
It belonged in the Louvre.
Fine. You want to take a picture of it? There it is.
Yes.
He undid it. I didn't realize we added
Okay.
zits to it.
There we go. Anyways, welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. It has been a month and a half, probably, at this point,
Indeed.
since our last session.
Hold on, chat.
As a reminder, and for my sake as well, to make sure that I'm not misremembering where we started off, the party is currently has just entered the town of... Why we were on the other... Terrible.
Medulla oblongata.
Has just Summit Hall in the Desert Valley.
Yep.
They are currently investigating, or they are currently hunting a rogue wizard who stabbed the head wizard of the Mage's Tower in the city of Waterdeep and stole 2 artifacts.
Would you
And they've
say
been
they were
hired-
stabbed with a knife?
Yes, they were.
Am I the rogue wizard?
You're not a wizard, you're a sorcerer.
Damn.
But you are a rogue. So maybe.
Bob, why is there a card above your head?
That's y'all's card that I got for you.
I don't think it is.
No, it is.
Oh, yeah, you can tell by the Xenoskes on it.
There's only
Yeah.
one Xenosuke.
Not me,
I don't know
other
how to
one's
tell you
Zagora.
this. I don't know how to tell you this, Bob. I count 4 of them.
We can make more.
Well,
So the party is looking for
and hello, everyone.
the sorcerer who,
That's a sorcerer.
or wizard.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Am I a crunch
who-
wrap?
Are you a crunch wrap?
What?
Looking for my notes. Apparently.
Damn it, Steve, now I want Taco Bell.
No, you
That's
don't.
your
Don't
own
lie to yourself.
fault.
Don't lie to yourself.
I ate a
Um,
late lunch, so I haven't had dinner.
And They're looking for the wizard Jad, who stabbed the archmage, cursed them with some unknown spell, and then fled with these two artifacts that are primarily around planar travel. There's the Rosebridge stones and the planar. They told you that the Rosebridge stone in particular, while powerful, required a rare stone, a rare diamond that can only be found in the distance.
Yep.
So the party decided that that's where they were going to go to try and hunt down Jad, who they had reason to believe fled there.
Yeah.
Now this is not their first time in the Desert Valley. They have been there. You've been there a time before. You have some allies in the area, namely the Feathergale Knights. And on the way there, you have adopted sub-interns in an effort to make your own mining company.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you
Adopted is
had...
not the word I would use.
Huh?
Nothing,
Adopted?
continue.
Hey, I care for our employees, okay? Just because y'all don't care about them.
Like, in this company, you're family. Continue.
So death do us part.
W.
And you have been spreading rumors about how someone has found a rose diamond ever since you got back into the...
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Yep. Good thing they're going to be in the city that we're now in.
You've probably been back in the valley for about 4 days at this point. And as you have arrived into the city of into Summit Hall, it is a fairly large town outside a massive temple carved into the rock.
Okay.
It is a like, imagine the pantheon of Greek culture.
Yeah.
But instead of it being built on a hill, it is literally like carved into the stone itself, several stories tall, and then carved back, like inset into the thing. So like you can, even from on the outside of the town, you can see the massive carvings.
That's what we're gonna have.
Now the city itself has sprawled. It's fairly large. It's probably the largest town here in the Desert Valley. There's not really a fence or wall around the city, but you see several, like there are large roads going in and out, people moving goods or other hunting parties going around. This is an active town. This is probably the second largest town, or it's probably not quite as big as Fort Naranzaru back in Schult, but it's getting there. But this is only what's outside the hall itself. And just by the size of that, there's a lot. If you include that, that's probably even bigger than Port. So now that you're here in town, you have your sub-interns, you have your 2 carts. They are not being led by Zenosuke. So what? I mean, you haven't summoned Zenosuke. So now that you are, what is your plan? It is probably around midday at this point.
So we've arrived at this new town.
Yep.
That we've been spreading rumors about. That the guy that has the diamond will be here.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember the exact rumor you've been spreading, other than one has been found. Sure, it's...
Yeah, one's been found, and the guy's gonna like come here to sell it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, why don't we go ask around?
Yeah.
That is one massive universe.
See, I feel like it's more like the Majin Buu like symbol on his head.
It's a millipede of Lechons.
Lechonopede.
Yes.
You have the little Lechons surrounding the high forest in the city town of Abbey Brook. as you enter the town, some guards do stop you, kind of ask around. They check your identities. They look at the entire group and motion for you to pass. And
Okay.
if you want to ask them any questions, feel free to do so. Other than that, you can carry on your way.
No, I don't think guards are the people to talk to. Also, because every time we interact with a guard, they try to extort us.
Yep.
That is true.
Thank you, Zen.
Now, there are some corrupt guards here. We should probably teach them a lesson.
Have I thrown corrupt guards at you?
Yes.
I mean, I started with Zen, but yes, you have also.
Checks out. Corrupt guards are really easy.
Yes.
They are.
Yes, they are.
And then people get mad when we kill them.
Yeah, so we move on.
To a tavern.
Yeah, let's start with the tavern.
There are
5?
Or unless there's like a, I don't know, merchant's guild.
Is this Merchants Guild run by a man named Seth?
It is now.
There is a merchant's guild. Primarily dealing with goods and services that have come out of the town. It's mostly dealing with rock and rock. There are multiple taverns. They can direct you to 2. One of them, the Broken Blade, and the other one is the Sly Hero.
What do you guys think? Which one's the more upscale one?
Who are
Well, it
you
looks
asking?
like-
Wait, what do you mean? Who am I asking?
Are you just going by, like, are you just gonna go look at each one, or are you gonna ask someone before you head out to one in particular?
Yeah, can we stop a random passerby and just ask him what's the best place to get a drink in town? And what's the, like, quality of the establishment?
So the
We
person
spare
you
no
stop,
expense.
you stop a now do you want to stop like a commoner, like, or do you want to, is there a specific clientele you want to stop?
Somebody that looks like a drunk.
Someone that knows their alcohol.
A dwarf.
A dwarf. Do the dwarves that we have, are they familiar with this town? Could we just
No.
ask them?
They're relatively new.
Damn,
Most
that's
likely not
right.
Most likely new.
Fucking Sword Coast dwarves.
Yeah, can we approach, like, you know, some random drunkard and be like, please, sir, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? We need to feed our children and gesture to the dwarves that are with us.
I'm very persuasive about it, Bob.
Yep. You stop a
Jesus.
not a sober looking dwarf,
Yeah.
but a coherent enough. He looks at you, looks at your party, like looks you up and down. If it's ale you're looking for, I recommend the Broken Blade. There'll be plenty of space for you and your friends.
My family.
Huh?
Family.
Aye.
Ask him, what is this Broken Blade establishment like?
The Broken Blade is,
I do indeed.
it's a
Speedy.
2-story building. And he points down a roadway.
Mm-hmm.
It's run by Urul, blessed beer. Prettiest thing you've seen with a beard and 2 legs. Shame she's taken.
I'm sorry. So the female dwarves are bearded.
I thought we
Aldo,
established this
Yungo,
already.
yes.
I don't know that we had established
That's
this.
right.
Everyone knows that female dwarves have beards. Theirs are the silkiest and most luxurious of beards.
Okay,
They'll give you
but
some
are we
mustache.
talking about the upper beard or the lower beard?
Yes.
So he goes on and basically is describing the tavern as the primary place for adventurers and merchants to come through.
Uh-huh.
The Sly Hero is a bit of a seedier establishment. And then he does mention a third one
Well,
but doesn't think that you and your family would fit in.
I ask him why not.
Well, that one is members only, I'm afraid.
Can I roll insight?
Earth of what?
So it's a cult.
No, so he actually,
Like a
When he says
Sam's
it's
Club?
when he says it's members only, kind of elaborates it.
I feel like he's being vaguely racist.
No, he's being
Accuse him of being vaguely racist.
the implication.
It's D
is
Brown
that-
guy again.
It's the implication is that the golden goblet is a higher end bar, and like only the rich members of the town who pay the annual membership, are welcome.
How would one get this membership?
Well, you'd have to. The first step would be to to provide an application, pay the application fee, be selected for an interview, pass the interview, and then once your interview has been accepted, pay the membership fee after that. There is a finite number of memberships, so whenever a new one is open, they kind of announce it, and it kind of gets clamored to get hit.
Out of
I
character,
don't
real
want
quick.
it.
Damn, you really don't want us going to that tavern, do you?
Look, there's a third one only for the sake of story. It's
Okay.
not story relevant. For the description of flavor, it's not story relevant.
It's like you kept raising the bar even higher because you were trying to like think of like all the exceptions that we would come up with.
Well, you were making it seem like it was racist. It's like, no, you don't look rich enough for it.
I think
I
we're
don't
going there now.
To RP bureaucracy.
Okay, fine.
You know, we have our own mining operation.
What if we sneak in?
Oh my god.
Protected
Let's go.
with green flame blade.
Like
I asked
he
the
does
dwarf,
say
how's the
if you-
security there?
he doesn't know, he's not welcome.
Oh.
Laugh at him for being poor.
He does say that he does thank you he does wish you luck,
Mhm.
and if you do go to the Broken Blade, let Urul know that Alex says hi.
Okay, let's go to the Broken Blade then. It's the recommendation by the exact type of customer that you would want to hear from, a recommendation for a bar. A drunk.
Drunk. Half drunk. Still cognizant.
Is that like a half dwarf?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What a half dwarf.
Well,
A sober
one
dwarf.
half would be dwarf, but the other half.
I shit you not, a halfling.
No, I mean, halflings are actually shorter than dwarves.
Okay,
I
but would a
never
half dwarf
understood that.
look
It
like
depends on what the other
this?
half would be, right?
I was about to
Depends on
say,
what-
have you ever stopped to wonder what the other half of Lachan was?
No,
Or would a half dwarf
it's dragon, right?
Dwarf and elf.
Ah, so he's
look like that?
Oh, so you're heresy.
Which
I'm either the shortest elf or the tallest dwarf. You'll never know.
like which half is dwarf?
I don't.
leg.
The half with the beard.
No, look, I drew a picture for you.
I
Oh,
don't
fair.
understand your picture. They
You
look like
didn't.
sentry towers.
What the heck
No,
is
you see,
that?
those are his legs, and you either have long legs and a small, stocky body, or a huge torso and little bitty legs.
Exactly. Bob gets it.
But it could be the left half.
You basically could be shrunk down, Mr. Fantastic, but not.
You know,
not
I want
just
the
as broad.
giant Chad torso.
So you just wobble.
Yes.
You do the Mr. Fantastic wobble.
Coming in wide as fuck.
So you make your way to the Broken Blade. There is a large what's it called, stable outside.
Uh-huh.
There is a good number of carts already stationed there. A lot of animals are already being taken care of, but there's plenty of room. A stable hand, a young human boy, greets you and asks if you'll be staying at the if you're here for the night and you need to, if you're here just for passing through, get a meal, or if you're going to be staying for the night.
I tell him staying for the night.
Yeah.
So he
I can finally take these sweaty boots off.
so whenever he guides you to a location in the stable for you to take down or put the carts down and take off the horses from their thing so they can get.
Okay.
And once that's done, he shows you where the entrance is and hands you a small ticket with 2 notches.
What do you mean by 2 notches?
Like punch outs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, it's
An ID ticket.
it's a ticket of how many carts you have.
I mean,
oh yeah.
do
we
they not
have
like
two
keep track of
carts.
which carts they are?
It's
Do I come
mostly
back
for-
and get 2 completely different carts?
It's mostly for payment tracking.
Okay.
Once you go inside, it is a large open room at the ground level. Several tables are lining the hall, and there are two bars on opposite sides of the hall, and there near the staircase is a table with basically that's with a sign that says checking in. There is a decent amount of people already sitting down. Some of them appear to be here for a longer time. Others appear to just be stopping for.
Some are here for a good time.
But some are here, and some are not here for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
But the mood is very upbeat and energetic.
So I guess we go check in then.
At the booth,
Mm-hmm.
a dwarf woman welcomes you to the Broken Blade, and guess what she can do?
I turned to LaChan.
We need rooms, food, and hella ale.
She
Unfortunate.
mouses out, like she looks at, like, goes from looking up at Thalra to doing a once over on LaChan, and it's like, and I can do all of that for you here.
Hell yeah.
So she looks through the party. It's like, okay, room for that'll be 8 beds. 8 beds and 2 carts. How many nights will you be staying?
Thara, how long are we staying?
I don't know. As long as we need.
All right, I will put you down as for a rolling total.
That's
Mhm.
perfectly fine.
She comes out to around like, I'm gonna say, like, offer for 8 of you for one night.
Oh, that's not bad.
That includes 2 meals. If you want drinks, it's gonna be separate.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, fucking pile them drinks on.
Yeah. Did we get like a drink card?
No, it's separate. Like, you have to pay you have to pay the bartenders when.
Yeah, thank you for the 61. Appreciate it. How you doing today?
Give everyone tokens for meal turn-ins.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, they have like different tiers. Like, can we get like some real good shit?
Ask her what the special is.
What's the special?
Also, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some food.
Bob's gonna patiently wait for you to get back to see what you're having to make that what we get. This is brand new invention.
I don't know what cinnamon toast is, guys.
But you know what crunch is, so figure it
out. So she does have the 2 meals that she has are either she has roasted chicken and a roasted chicken plate and a pork soup or soup. Hearty stew, I guess, is probably the more appropriate term for it.
Tell me about the chicken.
No, the chicken is farm raised by one of our farmers outside of town. It is served alongside some roast vegetables, and skin on. You get a half chicken.
Now, what about the vegetables?
It is carrots and onions.
Would you like to know what's for dessert too? Having a nice apple tart this evening.
Oh, smashing!
She's like, if you want to apple tart, that sounds like you would want to get a spot at the Golden Goblet, not here.
We're so gonna raid the Golden Goblet before the Sultan.
You're gonna raid it.
All the apple tarts.
The DM is building it up unnecessarily. We have no choice but to go there now.
He's right, you know. This is the way. The apple tart heist must commence.
Or at least we must steal the cook that makes them.
Is
It must be a matter of
cook
getting
dwarven?
apples here. The apples and sugar, mainly. You know how much sugar you need to make a tart?
I'm sure
A
there's
lot.
like magic to make sugar, right?
Or at the very
know.
least, you could use magic to control the environment around the area to grow it.
Yeah, like what's the point of like alchemy if you can't make sugar?
Or crack.
What a useless useless profession.
She rings a bell and a small dwarven boy comes out. And he volunteers to guide you all to your.
I point to the boy
drop
and I
off your
look back at the
supplies.
dwarves and I say, "Is that one of yours?"
Ah, yes. Oh no, those.
Uh,
I thought you were
We
talking.
got
like
him.
For real?
I thought you were talking to the proprietress.
No.
Damn, I got excited. I was about to say Ayo family reunion plus a new enter. Oh man, got
Okay.
a kink in my neck.
So I guess we go put our stuff in our rooms.
There, you have 4 interns and the 4 of you, right? So that's 8 rooms.
I get changed into my non-traveling clothes.
We put on our fine, elegant outfits.
Yes. My monocle.
Yes.
And head back downstairs to talk to the proprietress.
She's still at her desk. She's checking in another group of merchants.
Martians?
Through it, merchants.
Oh, okay. Look, hold on. We're going to space?
Martians.
I was about to say,
Aliens.
Bob, you did get dark matter.
Oh no, I did get dark. I did get it.
So we could go to the moon.
None of this.
Yet.
Anything's possible, Bob. Just gotta believe.
Yeah.
So
We all
after
know that the
you
moon
take
is
care
secretly possessed.
your sub. What do you tell your subalterns to do?
Relax.
Take it easy, relax.
However, we're not
Enjoy
paying
the
for their
food and
drinks.
drink. No. I'll pay for their drinks.
You give
Listen.
them a drink allowance.
If they wanna drink, make them like win it in gambling or something.
I
Oh, they
give
don't
them
have any
a,
money to gamble with. You
The
took
other
all of
gamblers
that.
don't know that. Fine, Steve, give them a little bit of money for gambling.
They get some gambling.
And tell them that whoever wins the most will get to be the next foreman.
Is still there. You realize that,
I was about
right?
to say George
Hold
Floorman
on,
is still
hold on.
there.
Okay, fine. The assistant foreman.
And I will get them a special mining pick. Custom engraved just for them.
I mean,
They are.
he's upping
rather
the ante.
They are rather excited at this opportunity now.
I do warn them though that if they get the cops called on them, then I'm letting their ass rot in jail for a while.
That's fair. So they Alright, the proprietress finish helping out the merchants. You all come down and she greets you again. It's like, now that you're settled in, what can I do for you?
I ask her why the tavern's so abuzz and energetic tonight. Or today. Guess
She
it's
looks
not night
around and
yet.
it's like, this is pretty normal for lunchtime around here.
I tell her, oh, so you haven't heard the rumor then.
She looks at you and in a hushed tone is like, which room are you talking about?
What rumor are you talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. What are you talking about? I guess I tell her the oh, you didn't hear about the big wig that's coming to town that's gonna apparently sell a rose diamond.
Her eyes kind of perk up. It's just like, people around. There's been a good number of people talking about it, but a lot of people around here have kind of just dismissed it because the like none of the appraisers have seen it. So when that happens, there'll be a little bit more buzz about it. But
Tell her I heard they used a private appraiser.
Ah, no wonder no one's heard much then.
Yeah, supposedly they're trying to keep it on the down low. But I heard the sale's going to go down this week.
That's
In this very
So what does that even mean?
Yeah, I mean, you could add it in this very tavern if you want. I think it's asking for it, though.
So she kind of without the whole this very tavern bit, kind of is like, well, makes sense that they would want to keep it on the down low. That's just inviting problems for people.
Sure is.
I asked her if she knows
Where
if
the
anyone would
problem-
be interested in it.
Oh, several people would. I
And
can.
I throw in, it's like, why, why would the seller come here?
Huh?
I ask her, it's like, why would the seller come here? Like, do you think that there's someone here that he wants to meet?
And she's like, unless it's a private deal, I can't really think of any reason why they would choose our establishment. Like, so she starts recounting recounting tales. What are you rolling?
Insight.
insight.
She legitimately doesn't know because
But she had heard of it.
she had heard of it but dismissed it because no one's gotten an appraisal. So you're creating the whole purpose of what you're doing is creating the story that they are coming here.
Yeah.
But she's relaying that most people in here or in her area, it's either been a very well kept secret or they're dismissing it because, like, her regulars are dismissing it because they are so rare.
Mm-hmm. Well, I asked her if she knows anyone in town that would kind of have the cash to buy something like that.
So she'll kind of respond with it. Basically, any of the big wigs over at the Golden Goblet, one of their either one of them or one of their patrons would certainly be willing to buy one to have one for themselves.
I throw in so that's why they get apple tarts.
Get apple tarts because they have a monopoly on Old Man Appleby outside of the town. You can hear the spite in her voice from.
So how would we liberate him from their clutches? So that we could have apple tarts.
Liberate? Doing it will?
How do we coerce him into it?
What if we were to go talk to Old Man Appleby on your behalf?
You can't escape us doing a quest for apple tarts, Bob.
She doesn't know. It's the agreement's been in place before her time.
Fuck this.
Ask her who the proprietor of the golden goose is.
Goblet.
Yeah, goose.
Gobble goose.
The golden gobble goose.
So as when you ask for the name, she kind of spits out and it's like the name is like as I'm trying to figure out how to, but like
He's telling
she
me
responds with
he
the
can
name
hit the random name generator.
Lester Fairson. And you can hear
Lester?
Lester.
E. Lester.
He Lester to
It's not
Molester.
Mo.
Mo Lester.
And you can hear this. You can hear the spite in his
In her.
in her voice as she says it.
I said, "Oh, I think I heard something about him. A real piece of work, isn't he?"
Really is. I'm usually not one to complain about about elves and their habits, but hell over there is just all the terrible rumors about your race. Well, your species. Sorry.
Whoa, hold on. I dwell underneath the earth.
Oh.
I'm not like those weird landwalkers.
Are they high elves or wood elves?
Alistair is a high elf.
Of
Yeah,
course.
I got nothing to do with them.
Yeah, basically she's implying that all the snooty elven rumors which she knows aren't true are absolutely true for him.
Like, don't worry, I completely understand. Fuck him. Yes.
I can out-snoot him.
I tell her, okay, well, you've been very helpful, thank you.
Racist.
Well, if you're, and she kind of whispers like, if you can get some of those apples, I can make an apple that will just beat the pan.
I nod.
Hell yeah!
But if you're
apple
gonna be
tart
here,
quest.
if you're gonna be in the area for a while, one of my farmers has been complaining about some of his livestock going missing past few weeks.
I ask her if she has any giant bats in the area.
Giant bats? No. Why would anyone have a giant bat? Those things are
I
terrifying.
even look at you very inquisitively.
I say, what, you guys don't have giant bats up here?
No, well,
Should we?
they're further north, up near Neverwinter, not down here in the valley.
I say, I was like, oh, that's, I thought that was like a common thing for livestock. How it is down where I'm from.
The Underdark sounds absolutely terrifying.
Oh, it's worse.
It's terrible.
Sorry, I'm getting a drink.
Wow.
I pull out a little journal and write down my bucket list of go to the Underdark.
Yes, Steve, yes.
That should be the last thing on your list because you probably won't come back.
Steve. Join me.
I mean, usually you would want to. I would feel like so. Thara would want to kidnap males to take back to the. Get a pretty a good price for them.
Assuming there's a worthy one.
Maybe not worthy for you, but sometimes even the most stupid and decrepit men are highly sought after down in the Underdark.
Oh, you mean slaves?
Zephyr.
Sure.
I take a step away.
So she does offer you, if you manage to get some apples, she'll make you what she claims is a much better apple tart than what the Golden Goblet could provide. But she also does that. She does ask you for help investigating that situation with the farmer,
livestock.
and he's to the south a few days, about a day out or so.
I ask her just one last thing.
Okay.
Have you heard of any cult activity in the area? Any strange meetings in places?
The last cult activity I heard was there was some nasty stuff on the other side of the Desmond River. A few months ago, but it's mostly been taken care of by now. I don't know if you heard about the storms, the earthquakes, and all that whatnot. Some travelers came here and said they saw a giant creature fighting atop the Feathergale Spire once. Most travelers kind of knock it off as rumors, but when you live in the valley for so long, you kind of notice these things changing.
I tell her, damn, that sounds whack. So nothing more recent then?
No, not really.
Okay.
So she does mention regarding the diamond and the appraisal.
Yeah.
There are appraisers here and jewel sellers here in town that might have heard more.
Okay.
If you really believe the rumors,
I tell her, oh no, it's just passing fancy.
She wants to believe the rumors are true, right? Because finding another diamond would revitalize the
valley.
The valley, bring a lot more customers here and there, and it would be great for business.
Yeah.
But she has a legitimate amount of skepticism.
I tell her, well, we'll keep our eyes peeled. See if we can't find a diamond ourselves.
No. Rose diamond would make for a pretty sweet dagger.
You mean a hammer?
Ooh. Like the way.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess we head on into town.
Well, you're already in like the core of.
Yeah, but we leave the tavern.
Go out into the town to find the jewelers and appraisers.
All right. It does not take much time to actually. Well, it takes you a good amount of time just to move around. There's a lot of people, and to find the jeweler one of the jewelers that she mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to find it.
Yeah.
And if you go inside, you will find a you will find
An appraiser.
the common area, like the general opening of the store,
Yep.
it's built into levels.
There's levels to this shit.
Well, so when I say levels, like maybe like 1 foot or 2 foot increases.
Yeah.
And the display cases are all on a 3 foot high platform.
Okay.
And everything behind the display case is on that same level. And you will see 2 gnomes running back and forth. Well, at this point, you mainly just see 1 gnome in the back, like at a small table, working, hammering away, while the other one is keeping things clean. And as you come in, the one that's running around pipes up and say, "Oh, hello there. How can we help you?"
I point
you
to
notice
Czar.
that the levels are there, so shorter folk can be on the same eye level as the gnomes.
I point to Rax. And I say, he's got some diamonds for you to appraise.
Diamonds, you said.
Huh?
We're getting your diamonds appraised.
For what?
You hear the
I tell him, great one. Don't you remember? We're here to get these diamonds appraised.
So when you mention diamonds, go ahead
The
and give me
crown
a
jewels.
perception check. All of you.
Go what?
Everyone's there.
A what check now?
Perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I perceive.
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm too busy looking at all the pretty rocks. And I bet you I could fit at least like 10 of these in my mouth.
I really wish you wouldn't, at least not until after you purchase them. After you do that, whatever tickles your fancy.
How much for 10 of them?
Well, that can run you anywhere from about 500 on the low end to about 50 to 100,000 gold on the high end.
Soon.
So the Tron, Sylvaris, and Rax, you don't really notice anything. And so Thara, with your 27, you notice a near imperceptible twitch when you mentioned appraising diamonds out of the gnome in the back.
Damn! So the magic number was 25.
It was, actually.
Nice.
But it was, he's still doing what he is. He didn't stop. But you can see, you Thara, you know he's paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So Rex, what do you do? The gnome in the front is looking at you.
Yeah. How many diamonds do I even have? Do I have 3 now? Or 2?
I think it was 3.
Okay. I will bring out 2 to have him appraise them.
So you bring out the 2. Let's just say you have a high, a medium, and low one. These are all around, I think, 500 to 1,000 gold value. You like just general terms. You already knew approximately what they were. They all would work for the sake of resurrection spell, the revivify spell. I don't know if one of them was good for the next tier, right?
I don't believe so.
I'm trying to remember what the break hold, the threshold for. Okay, so there's Revivify, which is 3rd. There's Raise Dead, which is 5th, which is 500. And you have Resurrection, which is 7th, which is I think you had one that was good for Raise Dead,
Yes,
and the other 2 were good for Revivify.
that's
But
also one
none that were good for Resurrection.
correct.
So let's just say that you have a low, medium, and high, and technically the low and the medium are within that 300 to 500 range, but none of them are more than 1,000. Which ones do you present to be appraised?
Are we trying to look more than we are?
What?
Laura?
That's going to be a you decision.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
they have their attention, and you wouldn't really be able to ask it without
True.
them knowing something's up.
Yeah, well, let's take the 2 top ones out then.
You can. So I guess how do you keep them stored? Do you keep them like stored in cloth in your pack somewhere, or?
Nah, they're just clinking around in there. No, they're wrapped up.
Okay, so you take the 2.
Full of change.
You take the 2 of them wrapped up, and you know which ones are which because of
Yes.
of how you organized your pack meticulously next to your favorite snacks.
Sure.
And a whole cheese wheel.
They're
That's
very
right.
sharp. I use them to cut my meals.
Do you have a cheese wheel in there? Part of
What?
one? A cheese wheel.
Does now.
No.
So you present them, and he and the gnome at the desk is like, "May I?" And like as he has his hands out to receive them. He will take them from you, and as he unwraps them, I think there's 2 or 3 of you that have a passive perception of 17 or higher. Yes, Rax
Yep.
and Thalra, 17 and 9. The 2 of you notice that as he opens it, he was far less excited. He's a little bit less excited now that he actually sees them.
Mm-hmm.
Based on from when you were saying. But he gets out his like the little eye magnifying glass. Puts them other, brings his lantern closer, and starts appraising them.
Okay.
He comments on their luster, their if they are. I think they're technically both cut. All 3 of them were technically cut already, right? Let's just say they are,
Yes.
because I don't think you got any out of the earth itself.
Yeah.
He comments on the cut, the luster, the number of how it was faceted. He comments on them about how the marksmanship of them. It's like, and he will say that the one of them that you have is around. You would estimate around 450 gold at market. And then for the other one, he would believe that due to the quality and the maker, who this one is using a much older cutting technique, much more intricate and harder to accomplish. It hasn't really fallen out of it. It's kind of just not modern, but it's still valuable. And he would say this one is probably about 800, but if you find the right investor, it might go for more than 1,000. But its general value is actually 900.
All right.
And when he finishes his appraisal, he makes a kind of comment. It's like, since you were new to town and with all the rumors going about, a part of me was hoping it was that pink the rose diamond that people have been talking about. But with these, would you like the writ of appraisal to go with these, or were you just looking to make the sale immediately?
What's the writ of appraisal mean? It's just I get a piece of paper telling me how much they're worth.
Yeah,
Just the writ of
basically,
appraisal.
like Thara would know that basically the writ of appraisal is kind of like the PGR grading of a Pokemon card.
Yeah, I reiterate to that. I say, well, of course, great one. This is what it means.
Like, it's just a way for a merchant who may not be specialized to have a good value have confidence in the valuation
Gotcha.
of the thing if you wanted to sell.
I'll take the writ of appraisal.
All right, that will be five gold pieces for each.
I give him 10 gold.
So he gets behind the desk and brings out two appropriately sized boxes for the diamonds.
I'm sorry, did you say 10 gold each?
5 gold each.
To have it appraised?
For the writ of appraisal, yes.
I basically at this point, like...
Haggle.
No, I turn back towards the Great One and I say, never mind, Great One, I don't think this is the right place. Let's take these and our third diamond and get out of here. We'll find a better appraiser.
I mean,
walk with Rax out the door.
He kind of just stands there in shock. Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, Sean has no idea what's going on. Thalra, Rax, and Sparsh, you all know that he was not trying to fleece you.
Yeah.
That's the appropriate cost for that service.
It's okay. We're still walking out.
More importantly, there is now a mysterious third diamond.
Exactly. Steve caught on to what I was doing.
Okay. So you leave the appraiser in a bit of a huff.
Yes.
How loud was that statement?
Quite loud.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Jesus.
No, come on. No.
We're gonna get Nosworld in our sleep.
Oh, okay, it's not the worst.
Okay.
It could have been worse.
It was loud enough and convincing enough for.
Thank God.
You could tell that with your initial insight value.
Huh?
They do understand that they're more surprised that you had a problem with the price than anything.
Yeah.
But you can tell that they're convinced of the existence of a third diamond, and they're like, did we actually make is the third diamond how are we supposed to know about the third diamond type thing?
Nobody told us there was a third diamond.
However, he did mention the pink diamond himself,
yes.
or the rose diamond and shit. So how effective that will be
on to the next appraiser.
Rinse and repeat.
All right. So so do you coordinate? Do you plan on the way to the next one? Do you kind of coordinate your plan a little bit better?
Yes.
What is your plan on how you're going to handle it? How many appraisals are you going to get done?
How many appraisers are in town?
There are 2 appraisers that are currently.
Yeah, I think like
Go to the other open one.
we keep just dropping hints each time of like, you know, I don't know, like diamonds and rare things and being like, oh, you know,
Ooh.
yeah.
Also, my short sword that I have that's custom made, I want that to be appraised as well, just so they know that we also have exotic fucking shit.
Yeah.
The short sword.
It
I'm
does
gonna
have the ruby in it.
I'm gonna say you're probably gonna need to get 2 appraisals for that one if you want to. Like, the gem appraiser is gonna do the ruby itself,
And then I
but
need like
the
blacksmith appraiser.
blacksmith, like, he can appraise it as an art piece on its own. But if you want to get it appraised in the sense of a weapon itself, you probably need to talk to a blacksmith or someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll do both things.
So the second appraiser kind of
Yeah, what if we have like the weapon appraised and we're like, yeah, you know, like it's an antique that we found in you know, alongside some other rare gems.
I mean, that is true, because it is a Ruby of Dispel.
mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, does it still have that function or no? I can't
Yes.
remember. Okay.
All right, so you go to the second. So what is the plan for the second one?
Same as the prior plan.
Just gonna go and get the diamonds appraised
Get
and
the
then
diamonds appraised.
cause a
Reveal-
huff.
Cause a huff on your way out. Okay.
But I will be grateful for the appraisal of my beautiful weapon.
Oh. Um. So you make it to the second shop, and this is more kind of normal of what you would be expecting. A humans behind the behind the shelf or behind the desk working away.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of looks at y'all and stands up and's like, "How can I help you today?"
Looking to get some appraising done. Got some diamonds here.
He looks at you, smiles a bit, like, "Well, certainly. How many would you what would you like to have appraised?" And he motions towards a what's it called? Like similar an appraisal desk where it has like the mat, it has a lantern, a lantern set up with a set of magnifying glasses in order to get a good view of it.
I motion to Rax to produce the diamond. Great one, if you'd please.
I'll come over with the medium-sized one. We'll start with this one.
So this is the medium value one, right?
Yes.
So he looks at it. You can kind of get a view of his expression where, or go ahead and give me an insight check.
Ooh.
Damn.
All right. So on this one, you can kind of tell that he's looking at it, he's kind of repeating. When he first saw it, he wasn't he didn't really still have any excitement in his expression. But he goes through it and he kind of repeats a lot of the same things that the previous appraisal does. And he responds like, well, on a good day, this one would probably go for market around I think I said on the other one it was at the other shop it was 400, 450.
Yeah.
He kind of gives you the same valuation.
Okay.
And he leaves it on a little coaster and puts it off to the side. It's like you said you had some more that you would like to get appraised.
Yes, and let's go with this one next, and I pull out the larger one.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another insight. All right.
I think God rest
With a
rolling
19
high.
With a 19 and a 24. When he sees this one, y'all kind of notice him smirk a little. And he starts repeating a lot of the stuff that the other appraiser did.
Mm-hmm.
But most notably, he leaves out when he gets to discussing the style of it, his story changes from the other appraiser. And I'm pretty sure for the sake of argument, I'm going to say that you did not tell him you already got it appraised for the other store, and that
No,
you
of course
hid
not.
this from him. Right? Like that would be good practice on y'all part if you're.
Yeah, I would not tell him that.
So when he kind of gets into the cut style, his tone changes and he kind of expresses disappointment. It's like this was a really nice gem, but they had to ruin it with this cut. Like he mentions cloudiness, fracturing of they probably cut it this way to hide some fracturing. There's imperfections here that it would do this. Somewhat a gemsmith might be able to make some work out of this, but with a gem like this and how it's been treated, I would be surprised if it would go for 300 on a good day. I can only really appraise it for around 2. And you can tell that with that insight check, he's absolutely trying to fleece you. Like he doesn't even like on this one. Well, I'd certainly be willing to give you a writ for the other one. On this one, I wouldn't want this one to go. I wouldn't want a writ of appraisal with my seal on this. It's just not worth it. I'd buy it from you just for the sake of if you wanted to sell it. But
I begin to shove Rax out the door.
Rax is gonna cock his head at him and just kind of stare at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay my sword on the counter. Appraise this.
So he.
Why?
So Thalra, you're just standing behind them right now, right?
Yes.
Arms crossed. Okay. He puts the second diamond, the nicer one to the side that he gave you poor appraisal on, and he looks at the sword, and you can go ahead and give me another insight check. Actually, you've already done this twice. This is true to form.
I perceive nothing.
Okay, so this is a 24, a 9, and a 10. So, but the 9 and the 10, you really can't tell anything. You're just watching him closely, and he doesn't really give off any tells from your perspective. Rax, you can tell that he's a little bit worried now. Not so much on the value of the stone, the gem itself, but what kind of person did he just give a bad appraisal to who walks around with a weapon like this?
Mm-hmm.
So
nice.
I
So he
start to
kind-
explain to him of the green dragon scales.
Go ahead and give me a performance check on the tale of how this sword came to be,
Oh,
and the
please,
mighty adventure that led to its
please be
creation.
good.
Where you
Yes!
a 24 on your performance.
+8, baby!
He
Now,
performs.
how loud are you with this?
Loud as fuck, boy.
Got it. Your tale just goes off perfectly. Like, you're telling the truth, right? You can't. This was a stone that was sealed away in the deep in the forest of Chult. A mighty golem destroyed adventurers constantly, protecting an ancient civilization, and you finally managed to defeat it. And then you crafted it using the destroyed axe of a corrupted grung that. And now the sword itself has the powers of a green dragon as well as all of its magic behind it.
Yep.
You weave this tale fantastically, and you can just kind of see him just absolutely wide-eyed and just enthralled by this tale. It's not really worry, he's just so engrossed in it. And by the time you finish, and like for a moment he's a little bit slack-jawed, and he kind of snaps back to reality and is like, oh my god, what have I done? So he kind of gets back to like, weapons such as this are far from my expertise. The gem itself seems to be removed, and I can appraise that on its own. But with a tale such as that, the value of the weapon as a whole far exceeds the value of the gem by itself. Would you still like me to appraise the stone?
Yeah, sure.
So he appraises it as best he can. It's kind of cumbersome for his workbench. But he fucking hiccups. Sorry.
You're good, dude.
But he goes through it. It's say, does he detect? So he will go through the motions of appraising as best he can. At one point he does bring out a wand. And while he brings it out before he does anything with it, like he leaves it within the case. He's like, before he does anything with it, like, now I have, based on your story, this is a magical stone itself. Would you allow me to verify that? And he explains that the wand itself is a wand of detect magic.
Yeah.
So it would literally just be to verify that claim.
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes ahead and brings out the wand, and you can see him cast a spell using it. And he nods. And you see him kind of glance over the other two gems, which are not inherently magical in and of themselves. But you also see him like scan over all of you, and you can kind of see him with your passive perceptions. You can kind of see him do that gulp, right?
Just
I fucked
we're
up.
like blinding light in magic items.
Yeah, he's like he's coming to the realization that if y'all find out he fleeced you, he's in trouble, or he attempted to fleece. He's in trouble. He hasn't broken, like, for the sake of argument, he knows he has not broken any laws yet. But he knows it's bad for business if this were to spread. So he's trying to play it cool. So for the ruby, which he knows is magical, but he cannot verify the type of
Type.
magic it can do. For a ruby of this size, the base value would be approximately 1,000 gold, maybe 2,000 gold. By it being magical, let's just say it's about 1,000 gold, and by it being magical, it bumps it up to probably around 2,000 gold, depending on the magical effect. Now he can tell that it has, it's dispel magic, which I think is it evocation or is it abjuration? Spell
Distraction.
magic is abjuration. He knows it's abjuration magic. So he would basically say it's like, look, depending on the spells and
Third level at that.
yes. Because it is a magical item, and he would have to recommend is like, look, I can appraise the value of the diamond. I can give an estimate on the enchanted cost of the diamond, or enchanted value of the ruby. Sorry. But for the total value of the item itself, you would probably need for items such as this, you would probably want to speak with a specialist collector or a specialist merchant who caters to people who might be looking for artifacts such as this. Because the value of it is heavily dependent on who would actually be looking for it. Like a collector would be willing to pay one price, especially if they're looking for specific dragon artifacts, and then there would be then adventurers who may want to use it for the sake of adventuring might be willing to pay a separate price. But by just the two prices of the weapon itself and the stone are far different than the value of the overall item.
Right. Now the large diamond, what's the size difference from that to my ruby?
Welcome back. The ruby is, when you pulled it out of the golem, it was about the size of a fist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna argue. I'll say that the diamond itself is probably a third. The larger of the diamonds is probably about a third of that.
Well, I look at Thara and I'm just like, now that other place, they gave us a little bit different numbers on that diamond.
Yes, the the gnomes were a lot better and more fairly priced. I don't think this is the correct shop.
I don't think so. I don't think I trust them to look at that third diamond.
Yeah.
That diamond just.
Yeah. Well, farewell.
Hold on. Like, I believe he's kind of at this point he's kind of doubling down. It's like, I believe I gave you a fair evaluation on the two diamonds, and I mark my.
I turn
My
around,
word,
I
but I
look
can-
at him, and I say, "Don't push your luck."
Go ahead and give me an intimidation for that.
Oh, where's intimidation? Yeah. I am not intimidating at all. Hmm?
I'm going to use advantage roll on that, just because he knows he fucked up, right?
Okay. I like that.
But it is not enough to. Well, it's enough to get him to back off, but not enough to really repent, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, we're not looking for repent. We just need him back off.
Yeah, he was. He'll say, "Well, I hope you have better luck with the next appraisal."
We will take our shit and leave.
So by
We
this point,
should-
it's probably mid-afternoon, late afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
People are starting to wind down. Since you're in the valley, it does start getting darker sooner than elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your plan?
Well, is there a third appraiser, or were those the only two?
There's not a third appraiser today.
Okay.
There is one more, but he only works 1 day a week because it's kind of a side business. The day happens to be.
How convenient.
Ah,
I know, right? It's almost like the DM is bullshitting all this.
Yeah.
how convenient.
What? Never.
DM would never do something. Why are there a bunch of lich?
Why aren't there a bunch
Yeah,
of
man.
lichens?
Put me back in the weed forest.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So, are you gonna go back to the?
Well, I
You're
guess
gonna
we
go
could
back to the.
either go back to the tavern or we could go to the other tavern.
Which one?
The second one, the sword one, I think.
Oh, the seedier
that's
one?
Yeah.
The Sly Hero is the.
Oh, sorry, that one.
You make your way to the Sly Hero. And it is a much smaller building, compared to the Broken Sword. A little bit as you come in, there's a heavy layer of smoke throughout the tavern. You can kind of tell that and you can kind of just smell the heavy smell of tobacco running through the tavern itself.
Okay.
As you enter, you hear a voice kind of cry out amongst. There's fairly loud, but you hear a voice cry out, "Take a seat. We'll be with you in a bit." And there really isn't. It doesn't seem to be. This is particularly a tavern alone rather than an inn. There, it is rather busy compared to what it was like over at the Broken Sword, and you can kind of tell that that's most likely just due to timing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do?
I guess go talk to the proprietor again. Or the bartender, whoever is there.
Behind the counter.
Yes.
You get up to the bar, and who you assume was the person who kind of called out to is a big gruff human.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some hair, but probably not enough to warrant having any hair left, right?
Yeah.
It would be one of those things like, are you sure you just don't want to go bald, right? Like shave it all off.
I was about to say, he's got like a Friar Tuck thing going on.
Yeah,
or...
like the top of his head is gone as far as hair is concerned. Like he's got it around like from his ears back and slightly down his neck. But he's
Now,
got
it's funny that you say that because my dad has a exact rocking look going on.
He's a pretty burly guy. You can kind of get the impression that he's much more no nonsense. Welcome to the hero. You looking for food or drinks or what? Or are you looking for trouble?
Well, that's a first.
Um.
I inquire about the trouble.
Look, I know
Yeah.
my shop's ain't got the best reputation, but he asked that if you are looking for looking for one of the patrons here, take your business outside before, and don't wreck up my shop like the last blokes.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought there was gonna be like a
That's
rumor or
what you
something.
mean by trouble. Okay. I thought it was like we could
Now, if
order
you're
a
looking for
fight
true
or
love trouble,
something.
he's over there. He'll be streaming tomorrow.
Ah.
Hey, yo.
I guess we
The memes,
order a
Jack.
round of drinks. We ask him what he has.
Well,
What's your finest beverage available?
Don't ask that.
I'm asking.
Well-
man. I'm a snooty elf.
got ale, I've got mead, I've got rum, and I've got wine. What do you want?
I'll take a glass of mead.
He starts pouring a glass, a mug, or
I was
flag.
gonna say.
Not glass.
I was gonna say if he's
He-
using
what kind of-
glass, no wonder there's trouble.
What about the rest of you?
Wine.
Which flavor do you want? We've got red. We've got white.
Red.
I love the flavor of red. Such a beautiful color.
So you're right. It should have been variety.
You know, you are right. Red
No.
is the best color.
I'll take ale.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'll take ale as well. I just assumed that he's gonna.
He pours the cup of wine in a small metal cup. So what did Thor want?
Ale.
And then he pours two mugs of ale. Nice and frothy. And he gives you he's like, you want me to keep a tab running for you? Or will that be it?
Do you have any drinking contests?
No, typically not.
I pout.
I mean, I don't want a tab. I'm just gonna pay it.
Yeah, I just pay as it is.
I was about to say, I pout and just pay.
It's a few coppers for all of the drinks. Too many monks came through and fleeced him, and he has to end drinking competition.
Okay. So we get our drinks and
And you go find a table.
we sit at the bar.
Okay. While you're sitting there, you can just kind of hear the
Matter.
the chatter going through. It's hard to pick out individual, particularly at the bar itself. But it is a rather loud time.
Okay.
He helps a few more customers, and after kind of a break in the line, he comes over and starts cleaning up some, rinsing some glasses that he came back from
His
the
flagons.
starts flagon starts cleaning.
A
Y'all don't
flag and a
seem to-
magical elixir.
It's now I have to watch Camp again. Y'all don't seem to be from around here.
Mm-hmm.
What brings you to the hero instead of with a sword?
Why would you assume that we would go to the sword?
You're here in the evening. You didn't order food, and you're not from around here, which means you're good.
Well, what do you
Most
have
likely
to eat? I wasn't aware there was food in this establishment.
You didn't ask.
You
You didn't tell
offer.
me.
You told us it was a bar, not an inn. So I assumed there was no food.
Show
You
us
just say it
your
was a bar and
menu.
grill.
Oh, it's a bar and grill? Give me some brats.
I was about to say, do they got mozzarella sticks?
Fried
They have
pickles.
Do they have apple tarts?
Oh, cheese curds. Let's go.
Cheese curds and brats. Okay.
You can
Yes.
keep your
Hell
cheese
yes.
turds.
That's what they become. It's fine.
He
I
shouts.
fucking love cheese.
He shouts back an order for y'all. Oh, thought you could have. You saw the people eating. Just assume. Sorry. Well, most people don't spend the night here. Most people who come to town stay at the Sword or one of the other inns. Most of the time, only miners and farmers come to the hero.
Rex is now like tapping on the desk, waiting for his food.
He slides over a bowl of peanuts.
Yeah.
I look at Rex and I say, "No, great one. You don't know where those have been."
Take the peanuts away
Yeah,
from
I take the
him.
peanut
I
bowl
hold
away
the
from
bowl
him.
firmly in front of me.
Starts
As you
draconic.
do that, he absolutely chucks the flagon that he was cleaning over y'all's shoulder.
He chucks it.
Yeah.
He throws it.
He throws the flag, and you hear this loud thunk, followed by a thump.
I turned to
As
look to see.
The entire bar goes quiet, and you see one person standing over another guy, and you hear the bar, like everyone's kind of parted ways, and everything dies down. It's like,
That's funny.
I told you, if you got business, take it outside the shop. Get those two lumps out of here. And you see some burly guys escort the guy who got knocked out, dragged him outside, and the other guys like protesting, but ultimately getting taken out of the shop. Like, carry on. Where were we?
Rex took that advantage to take the bowl from Thora.
I look back, I look at him, and
They're
I
lightly
shoot
salted
him.
peanuts.
Great
I
one,
shoot
no,
him
your
a
peanut
mean
allergy.
I just take a handful, and then I don't have an allergy. I don't know what the hell to talk about.
I guess
I take a small handful and then push the bowl away.
I guess we ask him, so have you heard any good rumors?
Let's see.
I'll lean in, all happy, listening in.
So
I just love girl talk.
unlike Urul, he kind of just doesn't hide like rumors or anything else.
Yep.
he doesn't make himself louder, but he talks in the same tone of voice that he had been talking to you. Like, well, some of the rats around here are talking about a rose diamond. Some bigwigs trying to make a sale. He hadn't seen one, and I haven't heard of one of those. And like, actually, no, he's never even heard of one of those. He doesn't understand why people are making such a big deal about a rose diamond. It's just a fucking diamond, right?
Right.
Well, hang on now. Gems aren't just gems. Gems are powerful.
Our gems are outrageous, truly, truly outrageous.
They are.
He kind of looks back at you, like, for someone like me, a gem is just a rock that makes getting to the next day easier. I can't afford them fancy baubles. If I had one, I'd just make it for the next day. And you can kind of tell that it's like, for a commoner, spending hundreds, if not thousands, of gold on a
rock.
diamond, a rock, is just, it's like, why? He kind of does reiterate, it's like, there's some trouble down south with the farmers.
Yeah.
Go south to the farm.
Well, south is where there's a lot of open land south.
Which means nobody's looking to the north.
You came from the north.
That's why they'll never expect it.
This is true.
He heard that the bandit activity over to the east on the way to Waterdeep, but seemed to stop. Hopefully they got what was coming to them. Bandits are bad for business.
Well, and we heard that too, and we agree.
Yeah, fuck bandits. Me and my homies hate bandits.
All of my homies hate bandits. Let's see, what other rumors are here?
Does he know if any of the big wigs are actively seeking the diamond, the rose diamond?
He
Like-
doesn't.
More than a collector's standpoint?
His clientele really doesn't talk about what the purpose of it, right?
His clientele is basically just crying into their cup and
Yeah.
going home or falling into a gutter.
Mm-hmm.
He does say that there have been some rumors of dragons.
Rumor.
Dragon. Tell me more about these
Rumors.
They say that whatever's going after, like, no, it's not whatever's going after the farm animals is a dragon, but some of the more superstitious folk are saying that they've seen a dragon pass by a few times, and most people are like, well, yeah, and my brother is the king of Waterdeep. What's your point? There hasn't been enough people to verify it, and no one with enough merit to lend credence to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there have been, like, the boy who cries wolf has said dragons before. he's kind of just dismissive of it because what would a dragon want down here? There's nothing of value.
Sometimes they just like to burn shit down.
Yeah, like that. Someone did say that a dragon fought a giant on top of the Feathergale Spire. That would have been fun to see if it happened.
Yeah. I look back fondly on that moment.
At this point, the voices and the noise have kind of picked back up after the little incident, so to speak. But it is going back to how it was before when y'all arrived. And your food does come out, and it's good. It's not the worst food that you've had in while traveling, but it's far from the best.
It was adequate.
That is okay.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't poison us or kill us.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, even then, Rax probably don't purify food.
Indeed.
Imagine if you cast that on your soup and just turned it to water. Fucking the curse of Aqua.
I guess potent of a smell is like it's like you can't have anything but water. But I thought she was an alcoholic. Turns to water. Huh. Anyways.
So I guess there's nothing of interest here.
We will take our diamonds and we will go to bed.
Okay. You eat your food, and everyone go ahead and give me a perception check while you're leaving.
We're perceiving nothing.
I have to remember how the alphabet works. Hold on.
I have to remember that I'm drunk.
Your worst perception is my normal perception.
That's pretty impressive that we got 3 10s on that.
We just need a Sylvaris to complete the quadfecta.
On Sylvaris, get a 10.
I think he said be right back.
That
Okay. He did.
or
All right, with 3 10s,
We perceive nothing.
you leave, and normal the normal
my passive is higher.
Yep. So you leave the Sly Hero. It is dark. The lanterns are throughout along the streets are there, and you can kind of still see people moving about. It's nowhere near as busy as the daytime, but there are people. But you're able to make your. Are you heading back to the sword?
Yeah.
Okay. You make it back to the sword, and it is a rather festive time. While the hero was very rowdy, the sword is incredibly festive right now, and you can kind of tell that a lot of it is centered on a large table in the center of the room, and kind of just a bunch of tables.
Is it my
put
boys?
together. And you notice your boys are there just having a grand old time.
Hell yeah.
They
And
boy in.
all of the patrons are gathered around them. They have a bard They have a bard dancing on the table for them, and you see the bartenders just nodding along, kind of like a silent of it. And you notice that George kind of notices you as you come in and raises a big old flagon at you and gestures you to come on in, and as he goes back to his partying.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Make my way over to him.
So they're just having a party. We can't tell if they've like actually done anything.
Well, so Ural, the proprietor, is like, well, your buddies over there. We had to stop their their gambling because they were being very lucky. But they've decided to share their wealth, and gotta say, it's good for business.
Hell yeah, that's my boys.
I go up to them and I tell them,
That's
"How dare
hilarious.
you? How dare you share your wealth? Now none of you gets to be assisted."
Wow.
Wow. Well, so, but before you got there,
Oh, she's just drunk. Pay no
Lachon,
mind to her.
George gave Lachon what Lachon gave him, with a little bit extra.
Okay. So
And-
they did actually win something. They
No,
didn't
they
blow
won
it all
very
on booze
much.
and women.
Oh, they've spent a good amount on booze and
They
women,
cleaned house.
but they cleaned house and then shared the wealth.
Indeed.
They just like, hey, I may have won all your money, but don't worry. I bought booze with it. Have some.
Pretty much.
I know you needed that to, pay off your home, but here, have some beer.
That's kind of why they had to cut they had to end the gambling, right? But overall, it's good for business.
As a side note, we can take the dwarves to a casino now.
Indeed.
Found out how we're gonna fund our mining operation.
And so they're just having a grand old time. Like, one of the barmaids does come up to you and ask if they can get you anything, food or drink. And you can tell that they've had a good evening.
Mm-hmm.
What type of desserts do they have?
So for dessert they typically have like well, let's just say for the sake of argument they have a dwarven pancake.
Okay. Anything sweet to go with it?
They have a really good maple syrup for them.
Alright. So no, like, jams or anything like that?
They have a few jams. Preserved
Okay.
fruit is easy enough to get.
What type of jams do they got?
They have grape and strawberry.
Ooh, get some of that strawberry jam with these pancakes.
Okay. Anyone else?
Wait, is this for...
I'm getting me
Dessert.
some dwarven pancakes with strawberry jam.
Sure, I guess.
I get the same thing.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Oh man, if only ice cream was invented. Okay. so
George and the
just sweet
boys
tooth.
kind of tell you what they did. They just had a string of good luck with some with some travelers. Talked to some people who were passing through. Talk. Some people were very interested in the story of the pink diamond that was coming through. Ask if the boys had heard anything about it, and it's like we heard the rumors just as like y'all have. I'm pretty sure the boys don't know the truth, right?
Right.
They
know it's important.
Right, but as far as they know, it's just
the concept of everything about it is lost.
Right, they don't know. They don't know the truth. They don't know that you're spreading the rumor intentionally. They just are parroting the rumor like any other patron or traveler.
Hard to catch them in the lie when they believe it is the truth.
Yep. Yeah. The bard singing and dancing is an unattractive looking half elf.
Unattractive.
A-N attractive.
Oh.
Singular.
Male or female?
I'm better looking.
Female.
Nice.
Elf. Fuck you.
You should.
How dare you have eyes for another half elf?
Roll
Who,
for
me?
That.
Yes, you.
Why?
Am I not good enough?
No.
You harlot.
Okay. Did we get our pancakes?
Yeah, they come out. Did you want jam or did you want maple syrup?
Strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam.
Okay. What about you, Rex?
I'm good. I don't need any dessert.
Before I forget, Silvara, since you're back, when you were leaving the other bar, give me a perception check. Oh,
there
you got
we go.
robbed, bro.
25.
Huge.
While you were leaving, you noticed a group.
A group, you say?
Yeah.
How can we tell that they're a group?
No, it was one table, basically. All three of the people at that table were just eyeing your party in particular.
What did they look like?
So I, with them eyeing me, I kind of at the corner of my eye peek at them and see what their description is.
You can kind of tell that there are three. Interestingly enough, it was two human-looking people and one dwarf-looking person.
Anything particular about their clothing that popped out? Like any like jewelry
traveling
they're wearing? Like
traveling cloaks, really. Not really anything fancy.
Rosaries by chance?
Not anything like.
Were they the people that ran away from us?
No.
Any scars that's like distinctive features about them?
On one of the humans, you did notice with a 25, you would have noticed a distinctive scar across the right cheek.
Okay.
Not that you had not so much recognizable from your past, but strong enough to make an impression if you identify them again.
Yeah. So in a low voice, I like relay this to party, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And so, since at least one of y'all caught it, I don't know if anyone would have tried to turn and make the view of it, but I'm gonna say for the sake of argument, since it passed, really, no, y'all didn't. But at least Silvaris did see them. So the night continues kind of along the same vein, where it's just a very happy time. Eventually, the bard comes down and joins the table, and thanks to the boys for paying for her meal this evening.
Ooh.
Um,
Did were the dwarves also a part of hearing the description of the people eyeing us?
no, I'm going to assume that happened while y'all were leaving before you made it back here.
Okay, well, I feel like we should give them a description of these people and be like, hey, if you see these guys, come find us immediately type deal.
Okay. And they don't like they were like, no, okay, if we see him, we'll let you know. We didn't see anything while y'all were out.
Alrighty. Also, which one of them made the most? Because they are owed a pickaxe.
It was George.
It was George.
Yeah.
Damn.
Of the jungle?
No, George Foreman.
I see.
Damn, he's leader and co-leader of them. His rule is absolute.
I thought Thalra's rule was that. Sorry, the Great One's rule was absolute.
That's
Well,
true.
when it comes to the dwarven boundary that we're going to be creating.
Yep. So what next?
Well, I guess we go to bed.
I was about to say, we've pretty much exhausted all the things we could do.
The night goes on. There are some more. There are people going in, and you kind of hear some of the things that happened today. Like you start hearing the rumors about the Rose Diamond again. You can kind of mixed in there. You do hear people like kind of commenting back. Kind of what Ural kind of said, where it was just there was no appraisal, so people are kind of second guessing it. But then you start hearing new bits of it, like, hey, there's someone's going around getting diamond appraisal as well. Like, you think it had anything to do with that? There's a dragon slayer here in the mist. Like, they kind of recount the tale of that Lachon kind of gave, like bits and pieces of it. It's kind of taken on its own little, like, fast spreading rumors do just kind of go through the game of telephone.
I've become Paul Bunyan.
And so you can kind of see your you're spreading the rumors has worked. You can kind of tell every time that they kind of peak up, the staff here kind of is like, yeah, but keep it down. You don't want to cause it. We don't want to cause any panics. But other than that, it's like it just kind of proceeds. So y'all go to bed.
Yep.
How are you splitting rooms? The boys in 2 rooms, and then Rax and
Yes.
Tavares in one, and then Lachana and Thalra the other.
Yes.
Yep, sure.
All right. How are you going to go to sleep? Just call it in and do your stuff.
What
Yeah.
level of floor are we at on this end? Are we like the second floor?
Yeah, second floor.
Okay. Is there any trees outside my window? Or is there a window at all?
There's a window,
mean-
but there's no trees. Yours is
You
facing
shouldn't pay for a window.
facing the road.
I think it's time to move our bed in front of the door.
Yeah, I tie some rope around the door knob, and then kind of make like a extra locking mechanism. Door.
Okay. Lachon, Thara, what do y'all do?
Kind of keep my weapon nearby.
I put on my old timey pajamas. Yep.
Yep.
On you, I see.
Scare any invader.
All right. Thara, what are you doing? Just trancing and
Yeah.
waiting?
Yep.
Okay.
I write my letters to my parents.
So in the middle of the night, go ahead and make me for. So I'll get disadvantage. Y'all are technically. Well, except Thara. Thara's trans.
You
That is
think.
not the right P word.
What'd you persuasion?
There we go.
Of course he did. Bro, my rolls. Let's go.
So 14.
Joke's on you. Can't make me have disadvantage when both suck.
7. Yeah. Thara, since well, I guess technically Thara and Sylvaris and Rax, since trying to think of how this works. Because
Say,
it's like,
Sylvaris
it-
and Thara trance, don't they?
no, it's only Thara.
But I did also trap the door too.
Yeah, so y'all room would not even happen to it. If it did happen, you would have noticed it, but since you kind of bricked it, nothing happens. Thara, your room while you're trancing, you notice someone trying to open the.
Okay.
They try for a little while.
I would like to get up.
Remains closed. You get up. It remains closed, and after a little bit of time, it does stop.
Are you gonna open it while they're trying to open it?
Surprise, motherfucker! You know?
Do you want to get it while they're trying to do it?
Summons Inosuke into the hallway.
I think I would awaken Lachon.
Okay.
Instant fireballing.
Mode.
I would tell him, hey, there's somebody at the door.
So by the time you wake up Lachon, and Lachon's in their old timey nightwear.
They said they were nude though.
I thought Lachon was joking.
No,
Because
I
they
clearly
never
said
jokes.
joke's on you. I sleep in the nude.
But you explicitly said you put on your old timey nightwear.
And followed
I
by
don't know.
joke's on
I don't
you.
know if that was you talking or Lachon talking when you did the jokes on you part.
Yes. or I am Lechon.
That's the
All
neat
right.
part.
Is Lechon sleeping in clothes or not?
Nude as fuck.
All right.
Because that'll make it funnier.
All right. So, Lechon, you wake up.
And
Thora
because it also won't make a difference to my AC.
is telling you that there's someone outside. And during this time, you kind of notice that. Actually, with Thora, go ahead and give me a stealth check for that.
A
Not difficult.
stealth check.
Just to see if they notice you trying to wake
Waking
up. Trying to wake up Lechon's particularly.
Stealth. I am super stealth.
Ah, yes.
You will never suspect.
So as you were waking up Lechon, you do hear that the rattling at the door does stop. And they kind of start, you can kind of hear footprints leaving. Now, Rax and Savaris are still asleep. But Thalra and Chon are awake. You hear them moving down the hall, and it appears to go towards the way of the stairs. What do y'all do?
I wrap my sheet around me like a toga.
Okay.
I'll investigate it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we kind of have to, so we'd go downstairs.
So
Grab my sword.
You go down, you leave the room, and you can kind of see a cloaked figure near the door. Well, they're at this point they're probably closer to the hallway, the stairwell. And when you open up the door and come out, they kind of turn. Their figure kind of turns and looks at you. And with dark vision, you can tell that this is a cloaked person. You can't really see the details of their face behind their cloak. But they do notice you.
Full on sprint at them.
Okay.
Are you screaming like a banshee while you're sprinting?
This is still at the top of the stairs,
chant.
right?
Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna say I grabbed my sword, but
Okay.
I said I grabbed mine.
yeah, I mean, I think I rush after them and tell them, "Hey, stop!"
And you shout?
Yes.
Bob, I want you to understand the intensity that I'm chasing after them. So here's a GIF.
Like a Scooby-Doo chase.
More importantly, it's the chase scene from Cable Guy.
Oh god, that's terrifying. All right.
Does me and Rax wake up? This?
Yeah, I'll say that you wake up.
Considering
But
I'm going to do a Banshee Scream just for you.
So you make a loud noise, Banshee Scream goes out, and you can kind of hear people starting to stir throughout the hall or throughout the inn as you're rushing, and he starts running as.
How tall is the building?
I'm gonna say that the second floor is probably like 15 feet above.
I leap out the window and run down the vertical wall.
Are
be
you
in
going to
front of
try
the-
to cut him off?
Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm standing in front of the door, readying an attack action for anyone I deem suspicious sprinting out.
All right. I'm
Surely
gonna.
the nude half-elf wearing a toga screaming like a banshee isn't suspicious.
Thora, what did you sleep in? Or trance in? Because I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think it was my armor, but I'm just gonna say some like comfortable clothes. I don't know.
Okay, so normal.
Not in the nude.
You
Howard.
you catch the two of you catch him as he's going down the stairs. And he's near the door at this point. Just and you hear him as you catch him right at the doorway. Rax, what are you doing? Just trying to open up the door to get your way out, or did you like do something to get outside with Sylvaris?
I'll,
Looking up in the windowsill, eating some cheese.
yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to climb down a tree, so I'll just.
Well, he just walked down the wall with his shit monk abilities.
Well, yeah.
Straight up strutting like
I'll
Dio.
try to move the bed and make sure our stuff is still there.
Okay.
Like, I'll make sure my bag is with me since that's where the diamonds are.
Sounds reasonable. All right. So y'all are able to catch him as he's at the doorway coming outside. As he's opening the door, the three of you converge on him. With he opens the door thinking he's just gonna make it out. And then as y'all catch him, he opens the door and he's like ready to like tear off his cloak in order to make that second sprint. And then he's suddenly confronted by Sylvaris.
Just a straight knuckle sandwich to the face. Because he did say ready's an attack action.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You want me to send it, or?
Yeah.
And
Are you
since I
gonna
would
full on
assume he's,
wombo combo him?
It's just
and si-
one attack.
And since I assume he's surprised, it would be at advantage.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to.
Is it just one guy?
Yeah.
It's just one guy on the inside, but
Interesting.
as he comes out, actually, which is the best one? For this? My shitty hand-drawn map, or this map.
This map's okay.
All right, so I'm going to have y'all around this build.
Oh, it's on the draw tool.
Any particular point on the building you want us at?
No, I'll say that's the end.
Oh joy.
Probably like somewhere inside the building there.
My bad guy tokens.
Bad guy tokens. Huzzah. Huzzah. Oh
what?
god.
So big.
He's
Snake?
Metal Gear.
So you punch him square in the in the gut as he thinks he's finally was going to escape,
Mm-hmm.
only to be intercepted.
Wait, we're intercepted or he's intercepted?
He
No,
is.
the guy who was in your room, trying to break into your room.
Okay, good.
So what do you do now? You just
Like
caught
you
him.
do.
Like, this is no time has really passed since the punch. He's kind of just collecting himself. Second decision. How are you all gonna handle?
Did he get like kind of like knocked back into Thara and Khan? So they like
Yeah,
are they
I'll
able to
say that
grab onto
like
him?
he was getting ready to come back, so he's kind of staggered, and now like he's got Lachon and Thalra like literally right behind him, hands on their shoulder, with you in front of him.
Put my sword to his ribs.
Are you trying to interview him or
I would
Interview.
step forward into the
Or
doorway so it kind of blocked
interrogate?
the. Since he got pushed back, I'll kind of like step in front of the doorway and block the doorway from him leaving. So obviously he can't make a run past me.
Now, why were you trying to get into our?
Saw you leaving the diamond shop. Heard you had some good stuff. You can kind of see him like
What does he
darting in
sound
the
like? He's a
he's nervous.
Skaven.
he's a Rax.
No, he's not a
Hey
cult.
now.
He's a human.
That's
He's
racist.
a Rax.
So he's kind of panicking. He sounds a little bit jittery. But you aren't sure if he's telling the truth or not, if that's it. And you can kind of see that his eyes are darting across throughout the roads,
Who are you
looking for
waiting
people. Kind of tell that it's very.
Dig my nails into his shoulder. Who are you waiting for?
Like, nobody. It's just me.
How dark are the streets?
There's a few lights here and there, but it's pretty dark.
Is there any torches that are next to the tavern?
Yeah, like you can see the light from the tavern itself. Like there's probably bright light with around like 20 feet from the doorway.
If I peer around the streets, utilizing the dark vision that I have, can I see like any figures or any like
Go ahead and
silhouette
give
of
me
people?
a perception check.
Oh,
Oh, you really can't tell.
pretty
What about
convinced
everyone
it's
else?
absolutely safe.
Perception?
Well, what is everyone else doing?
So he's alone. There's no one else.
None that
To
y'all
our
can
knowledge.
I had perception check.
see. Okay.
If it will stop lagging out.
Like,
Come on. There it is. What do I perceive? With my darkness visioning eyes.
You see some people moving through the streets off a ways off, but they weren't sure if they are. For the most part, they seem to be like just other like guardsmen, right? You can like there are a few that just have lights associated with them, others that are kind of hunched over and just moving through. Can't really tell intent with from what you see, but it's very sparse of what's there.
Mm-hmm. So there's nobody else around. Yeah, I guess like should let everybody else keep an eye on him for right now. And I just watch the streets and make sure there's nobody else suspicious.
So you eventually y'all hear a whistle. It's high and long. Then you hear a response that is similar in like timbre, but two short ones. And you can kind of hear him you can kind of tell he starts to panic.
Now what's that? Actually,
With the panic,
I was about to say, would that fall under thieves' cant at all?
I'm gonna say all of the three of you or the four of you, go ahead and give me another person. And this is as he starts to panic, you hear a whack of a bowstring snapping into its rest.
27.
Okay, so an 11, a 9, and a 20. All three of you hear it, but Thalra, you can see or you can tell which direction it comes from. As
Like-
the bolt goes straight from the top of one of the roofs straight into his neck.
Would that not be possible? Because technically, I pushed him back into the doorway. So what?
No, they were at the doorway too. Like the three of you are in the doorway.
The shot is going into the building, essentially, is what you say.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Sylvaris can catch it.
Yeah, I could probably catch that arrow as it's
Well,
coming.
if you had known where it was coming from, I would have
Oh,
said
his
you
perception
could.
wasn't high enough. Got it. That sucks.
Couldn't Thara have warned me because she saw the bow?
Not fast enough.
I was about to say, I don't think not fast enough.
She didn't see the bow. She heard all of y'all heard where it came
Sniper!
from, but with her perception check, she knew which direction it
Get down, Mr. President.
came. So with that, I'm gonna. Y'all have the opportunity to go into combat if y'all want here. Clear all
They
that.
did steal my kill.
So at this point, I'm gonna say that y'all can see some of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I also didn't have myself clicked for that.
Oh no. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna add a term for guys.
Oh boy.
I'll add a term for you, Lechon, and add it manually.
Okay, Zephyr, surely we were the lowest people on the turn. Never mind.
Actually, no, sorry, that one's.
Just
They
you.
Oh,
actually-
that makes it so much better. There we go.
Haha.
Does.
Finally, one of us is on top.
Haha.
Now we
said.
can sandwich them.
What about you, Rex?
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you where Ronnie's been.
What do you mean? She's been
Assume
there
that
the whole
Ronnie
time.
is around Rex or Thalra's shoulder, unless otherwise
Yeah, there was
unless
just
otherwise stated.
no real reason to mention
You
it.
have a do you have a like shoulder saddle for Ronnie?
What? She's just been there, like with us.
She
In
doesn't need a
human
saddle.
form.
She just she cuddles up around his neck.
Yeah.
I feel like she needs a saddle for your shoulder,
I,
so she can be perched up there like a parrot.
All right, first is Aura. I'm gonna say that technically
okay, where did the shot come from?
the shot came from this guy up here who is on the roof.
Okay. I mean, like,
you
do
can
we
kinda
actually have a way to get up there?
I mean,
There are a few ways that y'all can get up
athletics.
there.
I'm just saying, like, map-wise, is there a way? Or
You would have to climb. You would have to get on top of the building through. It doesn't appear to be a ladder,
Yeah.
but light, Zephyr's bullshit, or teleportation.
jumping?
So I could grab you and go, "Hey kid, want to go places?"
Wait, did you move me?
Yes,
Wow. That's amazing.
because that's where the doorway was.
Narratively, that's where we are.
Unless you want me to make the doorway like down here.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that this is just like a porch or something, and we can run off it as we please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were further where your token was. You were further outside than Sylvaris was. As y'all can see now that you can see the figures all reacting to this shot. You can all hear you can kind of tell that they're all starting to move.
Blip. Blip.
Not before they get poked.
So I wouldn't have Long Strider on right now on her, so I'm gonna say that I bonus action sprinted
Dash.
her and dashed her, and then basically I'm gonna attack the dude right there, mounted up. We're gonna go LeBlanc. Do it hit?
Yes.
LeBlanc. And LeBlanc. I'm gonna assume both of those hit.
Yes.
And then with my last 70, that was 55. So with my last 15 feet, I'm going to move. We'll just say back. Okay. And that's my turn.
So many tabs open.
Not for me.
I have
Actually,
your tab open.
I was gonna say, actually, that's not true. I have way too many tabs open.
Okay. This guy's gonna move forward. He's gonna take a shot at you.
Okay.
Ah, why are you still on measure? I need my rolling tool. I think these guys are. Ah, hell yeah. So 21 versus your armor class.
Well, that's gonna hit.
So it is not sneak attack. It just does the 11.
Okay.
All right. And gonna back out. this guy is going to do the same thing. That should have. I'm gonna roll this normal purple. So 7 piercing damage.
Okay. So 18.
He starts. So 7 points and 11 points. Right. Turn order. All right. Really should have them staggered out over multiple. That's not going to hit. I think that one will. That one will. Yeah, you're just taking the brunt of all this because you're forward at the moment. I apologize.
Wee.
So
What's the total?
29 slashing.
Fun.
Christ.
It was 3 attacks that landed. All right.
Yeah.
And these characters, as one of them gets closer to you, you recognize that scar that Sylvaris meant. And
The boy who
you
lived.
can notice their cloaks seem vaguely familiar. That charcoal gray scale pattern overcloak. Rex, your turn.
So they're black dragon.
Well, you can tell that the tassel is what actually determines the color, which you can't tell because it's dark vision.
Dark.
Okay. Rax is going to make his way down to the door.
Okay.
Take a quick glance around, see that Thrallrow's already been hit a bunch over there, and cast Healing Word from the door.
You
What level?
good?
Just level 1. I don't know how hurt he is. I just know, or how hurt she is. I just know she's over there being attacked. Six.
Here's your band-aid for a gaping axe wound.
Is this guy in front of us dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you healed him.
Like dead?
Unconscious, bleeding out, we'll say.
Okay.
Behold.
He has a crossbow bolt sticking out of his neck.
And since it was his turn, I will roll his death save.
I'm going to step back inside around the corner.
Like a
That's my
true great one.
turn. That's my turn.
Behold a diamond.
Lachan.
Okay, let's see. Where is my... Oh,
Estimate people drawing Susan Storm, but leaving off the actual face and head.
Well, yeah. We all know what they're drawing.
We do, but
Yeah, I'm going to just move up to this guy to the north here.
Okay.
Sylvaris, do you want to cover Laura?
I was gonna probably go after the guy that was on the roof. I can reach him.
Okay, then with that being said, I'm going to swing left and cover Thalra. I'm going to cunning action bonus. Bonus. I'm dashing bonus
Okay.
action. That should put me there. And I will green flambe. Does 16 hit?
Yes, it will.
So
So
12.
that is 20 points of damage.
No, because it's not with
32
advantage.
points. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so 12,
Yeah.
9, and 3. So 24 points of damage.
That will be my turn.
All right. Silvaris. Now, what's your speed at this point?
50,
Fine.
but I have. I
You will
have
be easily able to get there if you take a dash action, whether it be Step of the Wind
Yeah, that's what I was
or
thinking.
actual dash.
Because I can go up to 100 feet.
Like you can literally go perfectly square, making sure you avoid all combat, and literally just make it there. And so pathing really doesn't matter for this. You're gonna catch him.
Oh yeah, because I can go up to here. This
Yeah.
would be 100 right here.
Yeah. Like even with the vertical distance that you would cross,
yeah.
like you don't have to plot it out. You make it.
All right. I will point to take Step of the Wind to go there. Obviously, avoiding all of the
Opportunity
all-
attacks. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay. So that was my bonus action. I will use my attack against him.
Okay. You
Does it
have
26
2
hit?
attacks.
There's a 26 hit.
Yes, I will hit.
I will sub a key point for Stunning Strike.
All right. I need to a con save, and he fails it.
Okay. So the next hit will be at advantage, right? Because he is stunned.
Mhm.
I will strike him again.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Took 9 and
7 and 18.
7. Sorry.
So 25 total points of damage.
Did you just like walk up the wall over there?
He
Yes.
did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He
Monk bullshit.
Theo strutted up the wall. Not be convinced otherwise.
It's like that gift that
And-
Latron sent. That's me up the wall.
My friends and I were playing another game where he created this massive plateau situation, and we had 3 players. It's like, okay, the sorcerer's just gonna fly up there, and I'm gonna be a monk, and I'm just gonna carry my friend, and I'm gonna run up the wall. It's like, you can do that? Yes. But I made all of this stuff over here at the hall, at the stairway and the walk up. I know, I'm walking up the wall. It's like, god damn it.
Okay, that's
So that is your move, your bonus, and your
yep,
action.
that's my
So anything
entire
else?
turn. No, that's my. I can't do anything else. It's my entire turn.
All right, Thara, it is your.
Yay. Let's see. So I'm kind of surrounded.
Okay, you have an ally here. An ally that chunked the fuck out of someone.
So we're going to move here.
Okay, so there will be an opportunity attack again.
Okay.
Up over.
Because there will still be an opportunity attack against.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
So that will be a miss.
Yep. And then we double risk it.
Okay, that's fine. That will be 18 points against Ronnie.
Damn.
You
Okay.
risked it.
All right. And now for my bonus action. Oh, wait. She was dodging.
Technically, that is true. He didn't
All right.
specify, so it defaults to dodge.
We really need to work on that because
Yeah, sorry. I did just realize.
because
Is there like
in
a
the-
icon you can put on her?
Well,
Well,
no,
so-
we did say that, like, by
if at
default
the
she
end of your
dodges
turn,
unless
if
I
you
say
don't give
otherwise.
her- yeah, if you get, but like when you still have the potential to issue her commands,
Yeah.
I'm not going to automatically assume that you do.
Wow.
Like I'll give it to you if you
Look.
want it.
Yes, please. Because
Okay.
I'm not going to use it otherwise.
Okay, so it is a miss on the second one.
Yay! Okay. Yeah, it's in general. I will probably tell you if I'm going to use her bonus action, and then you'll just know I'm dead to rights for whatever reason in some capacity, right?
That's communication.
But
is helpful.
first, I'm going to magically mingle and cast Hunter's Mark on this foe.
On the ugly one.
Yes.
What's the difference? Actually, no, the one
wait,
down
which
here-
one?
The one down here is the one with the scar.
The enemy or Lachan?
You
No, the
consider
top one.
Lachan ugly?
I'm joking.
I consider her smug.
Well, yeah.
I am smug and naked right now.
Look,
You
it's
have a
going.
toga.
It's going on the top one. Okay. And now, bonk.
The bonk.
Is this Is this considered flanking? I don't remember.
It's flanking, yes, but not advantage.
Okay. So does an 18 hit?
Yes, it will hit.
Yay! Okay, so boom. Where did that Hunter's Mark go? Boom. And then how's he looking? He kind of dead.
He's bloodied at this.
Okay, well, how about we make him more bloody?
Ooh.
Oh.
How about you
Oh.
kill him?
Oh my.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 17, 20. And then are you going to apply Ronnie's?
I mean, do you want to allow me to crit fish? I thought you told me I couldn't do that.
What was it that I said? I would prefer it like you say that you're going to use Ronnie's. The thing is, like,
I
the timing
I
of
technically
Ronnie's-
didn't use it after the first one, but let's just say it was attached to the
Yeah,
first
like-
one.
Okay.
There you go. So 2.
Then you need to roll your Hunter Strike twice. Hunter's Mark.
Yay! Is he dead yet?
He is severely wounded. Also,
Oh my
he is
God.
taking exactly 69 HP.
Was the rule on the proc of my weapon 5 meters?
It's 5, but I think is it every other creature that you want, or every creature?
I
That's a
don't
good
know.
question.
I think it's every creature within 5 meters that I want, but it wouldn't
Creature of
reach
your
the other dude
choice
then.
within 5 feet.
Yeah. It bounces to Lachan. No, I'm just kidding.
Each creature of your choice within 5 feet of the target takes 5 points. So he's
Okay.
going to take 5 points.
Yay! 5 more points of damage for him.
Dead now.
No, he's still severely.
Damn! Why won't he die? Well, you know what? Just for that. Wait, hold on. How much did I move? I moved from there, so 1, 2, 4, so that was 20 feet.
Honestly, I would stay there because then you can proc opportunity to attack regardless of which direction he runs.
Yeah, you know what? That's
Unless he runs
a good
Oh.
idea.
If he runs into him, that's good.
No,
then
no,
at
no,
least
no,
we still keep
no.
him.
Let's move here. Tic-tac-toe. Okay, that's my turn.
It is the sneaky boys. This guy is stunned. This one is dying. This one's going to move over here and take a shot at Lich.
Which one?
This one.
The asshole.
Will a 27 hit?
No.
Yes.
Tell him no.
So that will be 24 points. Because sneak attack with this.
What the fuck?
Now it is these guys' turn. This guy
It
is
took
going
about
to,
a third of my health.
this guy is going to disengage.
Let's see.
This guy is going to, how far can he? He can actually reach.
Wait, someone
going
can
to-
reach Rax?
No.
Me.
So he's going to make his 2 attacks against Con. Will 16 hit?
Nope.
17.
Hold.
Yep. And this guy is going to here make 2 attacks against Thalra. 14 will actually your armor class is 10 plus your dexterity, right? Or plus your shield, so 14. Do you have a +1 shield?
He had a buff.
I have a
Something, didn't
14 versus your armor class.
No, my shield's just plus
Just a
2?
shield?
Question mark?
That's a normal shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do meet your armor class.
But I'm dodging.
Are you?
No.
So 10 points of damage.
Yes.
Second attack. 18. For another 8 points.
Ow.
And you can kind of. And he shouts at the other. He shouts something around along the lines of someone warn. Tell Resmir they don't have what we're looking for.
They don't know that.
No, actually, you're right. They don't. Tell Resmir we've been made. There we go.
There you go. See? Now
Who's
Bob gets
the Who's the guy with the scar? Is it this guy on Thara right now, or is it the guy
Yeah.
that's running away?
This guy's the one. So the 3 that you saw in the bar were these 3 guys. This one being a dwarf, this guy being a human with a scar, this one just being a human. And this guy is really fucking badly hurt.
How hurt is this guy?
He is not bloody yet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's Rex's turn.
Did any of you guys, did Sylvaris get beat up at all?
I've taken 0 damage.
Neat.
I'm at 6.
So far.
This dude is a threat over here, right?
The one to your right.
Yeah, the one I'm
He
pinging.
chunked me because of a sneak attack.
So
Okay.
they're functionally rogues, so they have sneak attack.
They're being
Gotcha.
sneaky.
Okay. I am going to
Make memes about Lachan's chest.
I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna use my action to sprint.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to use healing word.
I am quick.
Wow.
I can hear y'all still.
Actually, mass healing word.
Or can he? So wait, how much does mass healing word gonna mass
Actually,
heal for?
how many of you guys have been beat up on?
It is just Thalra and and Lechon, and technically the dying guy over there.
And the dragon too, right?
Due
You said
to
you said
dodge
you
action, Ronnie avoided him.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I
I don't care about the dying guy, do I?
You might.
Should I heal him?
Heal him to stabilize him.
I mean, if I heal him, it's going to be for like 7 or whatever. It's not going to be 1 point of healing. Uh, 8 healing to all my allies.
Yay! Ow.
That's what I'm saying. Is like if I heal him, it'll be for 8, which means he'll actually be able to stand back up and do things.
Okay.
So like, I think he should just stay there, bleeding out, until we get a better handle on the fight. That's my turn. Oh.
What?
Can I take back my healing?
Sure.
Yes.
I'm going to move here and then use my bonus action to screech.
Okay, so now
So they have advantage on these 2 guys.
Okay. All right.
That's my turn.
Sean, it is your turn.
I'm going to Green Bay.
So with advantage.
Then sneak attack is
That one is. Oh, you have advantage. So yeah.
because of advantage.
Yeah. I was thinking you had to have. It's like if you, as long as you have advantage or an ally is nearby.
It's okay. It was only 2 damage.
So.
But,
that will- 22 will hit. So 6, 12.
And
How many rogue levels do you
nice.
have at this point?
2.
Okay, so.
Yep.
6 to 19.
How's he looking?
Yeah, that was the first time he had gotten it.
Well then, we'll green flambe again.
Action
Oh.
spell. Yep.
And he flums the bay.
So another
Now
22
how is he
points of-
looking?
Oh, he's bloodied now. All right.
Harm.
So ours, it is your.
I'm already using Flurry of Blows, by the way. So ahead of the time here. Advantage with bam.
Nice.
How's he looking?
He is bloodied.
Bam. 8. Also with that.
Now he is.
I'm
He is
striking
severely
with
wounded.
the I'm striking with the point of knocking somebody unconscious, not for the kill.
Okay.
10
So
points
that's
in
another hit.
Is he standing?
He is severely wounded, still standing.
I will invoke. Where the fuck is?
Hope it's
Flurry
something
of
with the
Blows.
knockback that knocks him off the roof and kills him.
Actually, yes, it is. He must make a strength saving throw because he was hit by one of my Flurry of Blows. If it fails, I could push him up to 15 feet away from me.
Let's see. He is still technically sunned. He automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, so he's
Oh my God.
Being where you want him to fall to. Like here?
Yeah.
'Cause you can go 15 feet away. Literally one punch him off the cliff.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
So that's a 20-foot drop, which is 3d6 damage. Okay, he is unconscious now.
Okay.
Oh.
You still technically have a bonus action.
I do,
Or
I
one
know.
attack of your flurry of blows.
I'm gonna move here.
You're
Behind
gonna go
this
there,
guy.
not the other guy?
No, fuck the other guy. This guy's the guy with the scar. He's the one that
Yeah,
stood out the most out of all of them.
This guy's running away, and he's
Yeah,
I
we
was
don't care
about to
about him.
say
We don't care. about
that
him.
guy is also the one above him. He's like severely wounded, about ready to die. What the
Okay.
fuck is that?
So I'll go here. I'll go here,
it's Zenosuke.
and then
From the
we'll
top
go
rope.
There.
Oh, you guys just noticed him?
He's been here for a while. I don't know who actually placed him.
I
Yeah.
placed him there at the very beginning.
That's funny.
Zenosuke from the top
He
rope.
was actually the first person I got put on the screen.
Okay,
Does
so
a,
you're attacking with 17. That
yeah.
hits. And
11
he is
points of
unconscious as
damage?
well.
Okay.
He literally had 1 HP.
Lamau. Alright. And then I don't think I have any
Moved
more
here to
actions.
here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume.
Oh yeah, I can
Did
move
Did you walk down or did you jump down?
I walked down. I walked down the wall.
Okay,
You
so that's
walk
It's going pretty good,
down.
That's an
Cal.
extra 20
Sorry,
feet
I
of
haven't been
movement,
paying
so
too much attention
You really
to
don't
chat.
have much more.
And hello,
movement.
Katana. It's an original campaign.
If that's 20 feet, I still have 30 feet of movement.
So 1, 2, and 6 down. So that's to get down here. It was 40,
But isn't it because
45,
of my-
50, 55. What's your? And
Doesn't-
you have 75?
I have 50 movement, but don't I get to walk uninterred across the building though? I don't think
Your ability allows you to move along the surface, right? But it doesn't allow you to automatically just ignore the elevation difference, right? Imagine like your path bends and stretches out, right?
yeah, I get plus 10 on armor. I move up
So
vertical
you
surface to the
made
water
it there
without falling.
with your action
Okay, okay,
or with your base move, so you don't have anything left.
okay.
Unless you can shit out a range attack out of nowhere.
He's already used all of his bonus action and his action. And
Didn't I have a
Alright.
range attack?
not really. You're not that stupid monk that's basically good. I think that's it for your turn, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So Thara?
Okay. So the one next to Lachan is damaged, right?
Your mic's muted for us, Cad.
My bad. I'm sorry. I said so the one next to Lachan is damaged, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I chunked him pretty good.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't want to take the dragon.
Still
breath.
dodging. Let's move back. Actually, we'll start out by there.
I forgot if I changed the lance to match 2024. Didn't have that stupid 5-foot penalty.
That should get a full penalty.
You
with it.
didn't.
I know I discussed it, but I don't think I had yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move,
Mm-hmm.
takes an opportunity attack, but it's at disadvantage.
Yep.
Ouch.
9.
Yay. Grim.
Stab him.
Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25. So there. Actually, hold on. Let's not do that. That would be dumb.
And you have advantage on both of these.
Do I?
Yes, because of the
3.
kobold roll.
Oh, right. Okay. Sweet. All right. Yeah. Then I'll just attack from here. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to shift the hunter's mark to that dude.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
What's it?
Bonk. All right, so how's he looking?
He's not, well,
By a thread?
he is severely wounded. But he's still standing.
Fine. Bonk.
It?
Bonk.
Oh god.
Bonk.
Fucking
Jesus.
terrifying when you max that roll out. But he said, yes, he's in.
All right. Let's see.
The bell tolls for thee.
Yeah, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Yeah, let's
This is why the screech was better.
let's move to right there. And that is my turn.
Why are you way over there?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay.
Right. He scans the area, and he is going to
No,
bitch out.
that bitch.
So he runs 90 feet away.
He knew I was coming. I thought by attacking him perpendicularly, he wouldn't suspect it.
So he is off the board. In order to continue chasing him, you need to track him.
He's not important. It's okay.
Well, we already got people unconscious, so
All right. So it is this last guy.
do your
And
worst.
Yeah.
Ronnie is hungry.
Gonna go over here. Back. With a 16.
He
Probably not gonna hit.
misses.
With another 16, that's probably gonna be a miss.
That is also a miss. Yeah.
Rax, it is your turn.
Does he still have the shout on him or whatever it is, or is it now gone?
The
because
shout
Ox-
is now over as of this moment.
Yeah, he'll have it again.
Oh baby! Give me the.
Gonna do the shout.
He's gonna roar.
And then toll the dead on whichever one looks injured.
Well, there's
There's
only
only
one
one
guy.
left.
Oh, I see two people.
I think
They
Oh,
have
the one above
skull
has a little
icons.
icon. Got it.
Yeah, I did that for all the people who were conscious.
No, I'm not zoomed in enough. I didn't realize it was full.
Oh, speaking of, I need
Ah.
to do a death saving throw.
Okay, well, toll the dead on that dude that's alive then.
Toll the dead. It's a con save
He's tolling.
or wisdom save.
Wisdom.
He did not.
Okay, he takes 8 damage. Because he took 4 for it being.
That's so sad that it displays both, and you have to choose the one that's worse because of the rules.
Yeah. It's fine.
Like, this is fine. He's officially blood.
The guy in front of us.
This one right here. Lechon?
I guess I'll cunning action dash and green flambe him.
When you get on the other side of it.
I don't think he can because of.
No, because I bonus action dashed, so I can easily do that.
Alright, make your attack roll. At advantage.
So that's I have to roll my weapon damage twice, right?
your attack roll.
Well, it crit.
Oh, crit, yes. So God fucking damn. So we're gonna start with 17, add 14, 31, add 12, that's 53. Add 3, that's 56, add 1, it's 57 point. He is down. He is just straight up dead.
Yay! Ba, 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 ba.
So that is the end of combat.
We just killed the guy with the scar. He was the leader of this pack.
How did you know? What implied that he was the leader?
He had a
Is-
scar.
He has a scar, yeah. It's usually someone that's battle hardened. Like anybody who's had
I
experience
like
on
that
the
we all
battlefield
just
can
know.
do
I feel
that.
like Bob
also
hasn't watched an anime before.
It's also that he was the one who gave orders.
Yeah,
So.
like these dudes are going
I
to be useless
critically killed him with a non-malicious intent.
Everything you do.
See, you killed him with kindness, Steve.
I just loved him so much.
So,
And
what are you gonna? While we're still in I'm gonna say we're still in initiative order. Before we end initiative order and go back to normal time, do y'all do
Mhm.
anything else?
Do we want to what?
Do you do anything else?
now.
Well, did we
Is the
stabilize
guy-
the do? Yeah.
Yeah, the guy failed his death throws. Is he done?
Do not know yet.
Does he look dead or is he still breathing?
Typically, you have to make a medicine check for that.
Okay.
And technically, not y'all are not near him. I've been rolling death saves in the background.
I could be definitely near him to roll a medicine check.
Alright, well, it is the end of my turn, so go
Do you
for
want to
it.
just go over there and stabilize?
Yes, I want to go over there and stabilize him.
Okay. Do a medicine check.
Could I just outright bypass the medicine check with a potion?
Yes.
I will outright use a potion on this guy.
That is probably for the best because if y'all had
Yes.
taken more than 6 seconds to do anything, he
Yes.
would have failed his last death save.
Yes. So I will use the chance to use a regular potion of healing.
Okay. So he's unconscious now, but not dying anymore.
Yet.
So y'all have one person escaped that you know of,
Yep.
and you have one dead body and 4 unconscious bodies.
All in a day's work for the good guys.
As y'all are wrapping up the people, you hear a further out whistle, same timbre, but it is short, long, short instead of one long or one or two short in response, and there's no response.
Does any of them have a whistle?
Yes, there are a few whistles here.
I pick one up and I blow the same response.
One short, long, short.
The one that they did previously, the first one that we heard.
Oh, that was the first one was just a long, which was responded by 2 short.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
So,
one
so
long.
you want to do
and
2
two
shorts?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, 2
the
shorts.
one long
sorry,
and
2
then
shorts.
2 short. 2 shorts were 2 different whistles.
Yeah, we'll do the 2 shorts.
Okay, you do 2 shorts in response to one long one. One
Yes.
long or one short, long, short. Okay.
I asked Sylvaris for the whistle.
As y'all are discussing this, there
Get your own whistle.
There's other whistles. Just grab another one.
I start playing the Titanic theme.
Very poorly.
Very poorly.
Was there any response to the?
No, there was no response. Okay. Eventually, guards will arrive from the town. They notice you tying up these 4 people. And
Okay.
Before they arrive, I actually hide the guy that was shot in the neck.
Okay.
So I hide him like in the tavern-ish.
So you like take him up to your room while everyone else is tying up the bodies?
Yeah.
So the guards will show up and they'll kind of start questioning y'all. It's like, what happened here? We heard fighting, and it seemed rough.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
Are you bloodied?
I'm hurt.
Man, if only we had a healer.
If I had to give a numerical value, I'm at 6% health.
Oh, that's not low enough for my talent, so.
Then
Yeah,
all
we
you
haven't
need
even
is one.
slept yet.
Oh, yeah. Sleeping off, you'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
I have a crossbow bolt stuck in me.
Just rip it out. It's just a flesh wound.
It was a cutting blow.
None of these were.
My lord, they're running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
I forgot it. I knew I didn't even have to say the rest of it.
Did Latron take an arrow to the knee?
No.
Where did it hit me, Bob?
The Achilles heel.
The jugular.
Let's see. Roll a d12.
Hopefully it didn't hit me my penis.
11. Right leg.
Wasn't the knee.
So you talk to the guards. They start asking questions about what happened here, y'all. Who are these guys? And as you're like, once the light comes back, like once they like bring lights over here and like kind of see anything, the cloaks are very similar, if not the same, as the ones you saw in Water. Notably, they are black cords, black tabards, whatever the length.
Mhm.
And as you like, well, as you inspect them and try to find the whistles and everything else on them, you do notice that they all do black dragon, as evident by their participation.
I knew it. It's a cult.
It's a cult. It's always a cult. So what do you want to do? Like, they're asking us like, well, if they attacked y'all, we'll gladly take them back to the station and hold them in custody.
Mm-hmm.
Or what would you prefer? Because like they're not gonna, now that the fight is over, they're no longer a threat. They're not. They want to question like, what are you doing in our town? Similarly, but do you want to go with them or do you want to resist turning them over? How do you want to act?
Can we tell them that we need to talk to them first and ask them some questions?
No, they're probably in no condition to talk right now. If you want to go by the guard station in the morning and ask them questions, well,
Rex, how many spell slots do you have?
All of them? I've used like 2 spells.
See, so we can make them in a condition to
You can
talk.
also just do prayer of healing too.
I could.
Exactly.
basically.
That's
a
10
ritual.
minutes.
It's a ritual without being having the benefits of a ritual.
I mean, you can make it a ritual cast if you want.
It'd just be 20 minutes. Then.
20 minutes for free healing, I'll take that.
No, it's also free minutes, 1 hour.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Make it an hour. It's still free healing.
Yep. So, you want to? Do you want to heal? Does it sound like you want to heal them right now, or do you just want to wait and question them there?
Well, I mean, if Starro wants me to heal them, I'll heal them so we can talk to them. It's going to be like, the hell's that spell called? Mass healing word. And they'll just all get healed for like 6 or 7 or whatever. I can roll it.
Okay. It doesn't really matter what the value is. You're going to cast.
That's why I didn't think of it.
And they're all. They are all now stable, awake. Woozy from the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Look around in pain, especially the guy who fell off a freaking roof. Surprised he actually survived.
Yeah? Is he paralyzed?
You know what? High or low?
Go with high.
Low. He's paralyzed. Waist down.
Let's go.
Wow.
My legs! I can't feel my legs!
Fortunately. It's
Well,
your own damn
I'll
fault.
walk over to him and I'll grab his legs. I don't know, I can feel him just fine.
You guys are evil.
So they are kind of in a bad spot right now. They're kind of, I don't know if you can try to put some.
Yes.
Sorry, I need to put away my food. So they're in a kind of a bad spot, realizing that they just got their asses handed to them. A little bit defiant, a little bit confused, a little bit hurt, especially with the fact that, like, the guy who lost his leg. Their boss is dead, deader than a doorknob. And one person of theirs did escape, and they don't really realize this yet because of how fast everything happened.
Good. Let's take advantage of that.
So the guards are kind of confused as to why you woke them up and healed them. Kind of scrambling to get them back under control because they're like the ones that can move are starting to try to resist and escape. What do you do?
Well, I mean, obviously restrain them.
Yeah, I
mean, the crippled ain't going nowhere, so.
He's resisting arrest.
Was he gonna crawl away?
Crawl away?
He's gonna
You guys are terrible.
fight you.
My little pet.
All right, so they're resisting, but they slowly come to terms with they're not going anywhere.
No, they are not.
And they kind of look at you and kind of in more anger than anything. It's just like, why didn't you finish the job?
Why would we? What do you think we are? Some kind of heathens?
Villains, not monsters.
That's something a villain would do. Good guys will keep you alive and let you rot in prison for the rest of your life. To prove that we are morally superior to you.
Then what do you want from us? Let us just rot.
Answers.
Just gonna rot in prison. There's no reason for me to talk now, is there?
Or we'll just chop them off as they hold a butter knife.
The guards will not let you. Will not really condone violence against them. They are functionally prisoners, and
don't
they
know
have
that.
questions that. They're basically
Guards should go back to bed since they had nothing to do with this.
They're taking him into
Jeez.
custody. It's a crime that happened in their city.
They weren't even here to do anything about it. Go away.
I tell them to go away.
That's
This is above their
frustrating.
pay grade.
Whatever.
How
They're
much
gonna
are
be
guards?
lawful.
How
They're gonna
many
be
guards are
lawful
there?
stupid.
How
Here's
many
3
guards are there? And how much does a guard normally get paid?
Oh no. They're gonna
I'm just
bribe
saying.
an official.
We could bribe them to look the other way and say, "Listen, we took care of it. Let us finish the job, and we'll ensure that there's no more issues."
I implore you to reconsider.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guards typically would get paid around 6 gold per or per 10 days.
Oh shit, that's all?
Yeah, GP is crazy.
Damn.
You want to just bribe them to look the other way. With a 22,
Oh, I wasn't
5
bribing. I was
5 gold
just
for
telling them.
5 gold for the 3 of them would.
I shake a bag
Persuasion
of
will not. Persuasion alone will not get them back off.
I shake a bag worth of 15 gold, and I was like, "I'll throw an extra one, just for the good measure."
Sure.
Kick the dead guy. You can take him with you.
They look. So it's like they look at the gold. And it's like, want us to take them after you're done?
Yes, you can have
Sure.
them afterwards.
Okay. So they kind of nudge you to an alleyway out of the prying eyes. It's like, we'll be back when you call us.
I hand them all gracefully their gold.
Cracks knuckles.
All right.
Rex cock.
The realization that the good guy act was mostly an act is setting in.
That's right. But they believe it. They think that we're not the good guys.
I
mean,
mean,
none
are
of them
we
were
at this
spell
point?
check.
Just because you are a good guy does not.
Oh,
make
you were
good
evil
guys.
as shit.
Hold on. Again. This is
Evil.
they attacked us first.
They tried to
Yes.
break into my room where I was sleeping naked. They would have done something weird to me.
We just wanted to talk to their friend, and they put an arrow in his jugular.
No, we don't mention that guy. We don't mention that guy. He doesn't exist.
We
for
would
anything.
never intentionally hurt our own friends. As
Right?
Vietnam flashbacks of all the times that Sylvaris has given me the okay to fireball.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to wrap up for the.
Yeah,
Unless you
Okay.
want to punt the interrogation for next
I'm
session
okay
as
with
well.
that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Probably gonna take a while.
Yeah, probably.
So we can save it for then.
Indeed. Alrighty then.
And some of these people are gonna end up dead, so probably for the best.
Well, you mean some.
It's okay, it's a sanctioned killing.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to say that we wouldn't follow through. All right, then, chat. Let me see who all is on. I am going to send you guys over to Mr. Fino. He is doing some FGO, I think. Believe he got done rolling. Again, thank you guys for showing up tonight. We'll be back probably in a couple of weeks here. For the next session, we'll let you guys know when that'll be.
Going back to regular schedule, hopefully.
What? Regular? What's regular?
Regularly occurring intervals.
Yes. Anyways, again, thank you guys for watching for the evening. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good one, and go give Fino my love.
And don't wear pants.